Got this correct here. All right, this video was a day ago. All right, so about 24 hours ago. All right, fair use, fair use.
I don't have $1. I pass in Second Avenue. I see all of the Haitian.
People came to the U.S. under very tough circumstances, fleeing dictatorship and just looking for a better life. And they made a stronghold for themselves in Miami.
You find everybody here. Whether you are from the middle class, the marginalized one, or the ghetto, or the elite, everybody comes here. Get the fuel that they need to keep going, living here, but still having it in their heart.
I have about 40 years in the country. I really love America. No matter what, I love America.
Policy. Yeah, I got business. It's been 22 years.
How has the neighborhood changed over 22 years?
Well, sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes it's a people moving. Let's see what happens.
Chris talks to people, and I am here in Little Haiti, a neighborhood of Miami that has been Haitian for 40 or 50 years. I've been to Springfield, Ohio, that has a sizable Haitian population. That's a newer immigrant community, probably in the last decade. This community is much more established. I'm sure.
And y'all have to understand they're allowed to have these communities same way as you see that Jewish built community there, Hasidic Jewish folks there. So the whole community is that. All right, their own grocery stores and different spots where they shop at here. Also, it ain't a whole lot of people going to work nowhere. But all right, minivans everywhere, people driving. All right, no name jokers riding around in G wagons. All right, no, I'm talking about big money floating over there. All right, they know if your ass ain't supposed to be there. The police will be around there to surround you in minutes, nigga. All right, in minutes. Standing around there, you ain't got no business around there. They know you don't live around there. All right, that's a fact. All right, hold on here. All right, I'm talking about their own communities. What they mean, we talk about certain cases of sanctuary cities or certain towns where they know there's no black people around and what have you, nigga, the speed limit to be whatever, nigga. All right, right, they don't give a shit. All right, that's to monitor you. Any of these cases of these laws and stuff like that, man, is to make sure that they got a reason to pull you over, all right, and look inside to see what you have here, also, and waste 40 minutes out your day. All right, when you talk about the cases of said these communities here, also, he's talking about some of this stuff that was just freshly built, man. All right, so that goes back to these politicians when you say, man, you can hook us up, man. All right, no, you're doing it in front of people's face. All right. You say, well, this is a new built community.
Still impacted by many of the same immigration policy issues that Haitian for 40 or 50 years. I've been to Springfield, Ohio, that has a sizable Haitian population. That's a newer immigrant community, probably in the last decade. This community is much more established. I'm sure still impacted by many of the same immigration policy issues that are affecting Springfield and communities around the country. But there are also families who have been here for generations. Let's go and see what we can learn. We are driving along 54th Street and going to take a right on 2nd Avenue, which, as I've been told, is the main drag through Little Haiti. It includes the Little Haiti Cultural Complex, which we'll stop by and see who else we meet.
Let's go now.
Tell me about the business here.
No, this is not very slow down. Very slow down. Okay. Chicken and the pork, sometimes fish, sometimes even turkey, the plantain. You know plantain?
Of course.
Yes, it's very well nice. Well naked, it's very dry. I've been here so long.
Man, ain't nobody coming over there to get nothing to eat, man. Where the line at then? All right. No, he's way up and down. It's popping over there. All right. No, it's not congested with a line. All right. Hey, man, I got to hurry up and get back to work, yo. What you got? All right. No, nothing there. Not even two customers right there to at least. All right. Yeah, to bribe the BS. All right. No, you can't. What y'all don't understand is you can't talk Ronald Williams stuff with nothing. All right. You can't. Because everybody's going to be sitting there looking to your left to see what you got. It's a brother sitting in a chair. All right. Yeah, where the customers at? Talking about how good the damn food is.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Your first impression of Miami or Little Haiti when you first arrived, what was it like? Because it was probably a different neighborhood too.
Yeah. But when I was first come here, it was sweet. Now it's getting dangerous. For me, now it's dangerous. When I was coming here in 1980, I come here in 1980. And then I be all the way around. I'm a boy. I be all the way around. And then I go to work, come from to work. You know when you're young.
What was your work before the food truck?
I was too much weight, too much. But then Haiti, it was okay. Because I've been living a long time. I never go out of state, another state. I live right here since I can Miami. And this is right there.
Right here in this neighborhood.
This neighborhood, I go all the way around, but I never leave this neighborhood because that's the way when I was first there, I was down over there, and then till now. I really love America. No matter what, I love America. Because I've been living here all the years. I've never gone to jail. Nobody never bothered me. I'm citizen American. And then before I citizen American, I be all over around work.
Man, I don't know what y'all been drinking this morning. All right. No, this is some old John Lewis. All right. Mush mouth. Look, we're not going to hear anything clearly out of this. All right. No, let's just be clear. We're going to go ahead to speed you up just a second here. All right. Ain't nothing going on. Now, I wouldn't want you cooking me no food either. All right. And just finished a whole bottle of Jim Beam. Let me see what's going on with this joker. All right. Hold on.
You get problem with president. Or they white. That's best thing to you live. No problem. No difficulty.
Huh?
We try to keep respect.
Okay.
Keep pokey. You know what? That's the best way you have to live. Where and come. But sometimes.
Yeah, what the hell y'all were drinking this morning? All right. Yeah, it doesn't make any damn sense. None of it makes any sense. I understand people that speak chopped up, whatever. All right. Spanish, whatever. All right. We get that. Okay. You can't sit there and act like this makes sense. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to out my head and shit. All right. Hold on, pardon me. Just make sure it ain't just me. Hold on. All right. I think he's trying to talk about the president and something about Porky. Hold on 1 second. All right, my brain is hurting.
You know what? I don't have no problem with you. I don't have no problem with this guy. I have.
Is your family mostly here in Miami or mostly in Haiti these days?
But always mostly in Haiti.
Still.
Because so what is coming, sometimes you might
man.
get 2 feet. The family coming, but me, I don't have no family. I'm alone.
Yeah, you ain't cooking none of my damn food. Yeah, everything's wrong here. It's all wrong. All right. Look, man, I understand. We got to move forward. All right. We got more on that subject matter there. Speaking of them, all right, we go to the Supreme Courts in here to go look at the judges and who voted for who, goddammit. All right. You can go ahead and point the finger afterwards and do whatever you want to do. All right. We'll go see who shot John. Mm-hmm. All right. And after that, no, if you want, he said, if you want to say something, you can. All right. Now, I want to line these jokers up first. Mm-hmm. You're Brett Kavanaugh.
In U.S. news now, Supreme Court justices sided with President Donald Trump on 2 immigration rulings today, clearing the way to end temporary protected status for hundreds of thousands of Haitians and Syrians in the U.S. and upholding a rule requiring asylum seekers be on U.S. soil to apply.
The White House called it a tremendous win. NBC's Gary Grumbach has the latest from Washington.
Anger outside the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. after the High Court delivered 2 wins for President Trump and his immigration agenda. In a 6-3 decision split on ideological lines, the court cleared the way for the Trump administration to strip temporary protected status for hundreds of thousands of Haitians and Syrians. The conservative majority saying lower courts overstepped by blocking the decision.
What the Supreme Court said today may hurt us, but it will not destroy us.
Administration officials heralded the news.
A great decision. Temporary should mean temporary. That's the way the law was written. I'm glad that the Supreme Court recognized that.
The TPS program began in 1990, designed to help people fleeing war-torn countries or dealing with catastrophic disasters. Recipients have legal status, and each immigrant's case is reviewed every 18 months. More than 350,000 Haitians and Syrians live in the U.S. under this protected status. Many have been in the country for years, like Marie Shirley Sannon. She's lived in Miami for 2 decades.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. And I feel bad for people like her too. I do. I don't wish, all right, for you to have to turn your life over after being over here for 20 years or so. I don't want the horrors to come down on people. All right. But what I will go ahead to tell you here is this much here. In order for y'all people there to get back right in your lands, a lot of them do need to know what you know. If you've been able to be a professional, or like I said, some form of an electrician, or you can fix TVs and refrigerators and stuff like that. All right, whatever your trades is, these things are good to hand off to the next man right there directly in your homeland. All right, let's go get some money. All right, go put these folks on. All right, now you can take all the skills in the trade. You don't have to look at it in the setting as some bad thing. All right, you can go and take all the skills and trades. If you've been able to gather so much here from America, all right, take that back to your homeland and build something politically that has strength, that builds community here, Halls, and government. All right. Yeah, if you got these skills and different, if it's not all about you just getting yours, is what I'm saying. All right. If that's the point. All right. You see, I have respect for that. Now, I understand, quote unquote, and I say this to terms of everything else. People come in here to get a better life. But when that is not immediately provided for the freedmen here on this soil, it's a blatant contradiction and it's garbage. All right. Right, you're flipping this thing 2-sided here, Halls, depending on who you're giving it to. All right, for one side, it's unlimited resources and the government can do anything. For the other side, nigga, it's get it out the mud. All right, your own politicians are gonna ignore you. All right, yeah, they're gonna collude against you. All right. All these things to keep the same raggedy system going. And keep in mind, everybody around knows what they're doing. All right. This is why we don't sit here to play these games to have a long conversation about what we know. All right. Yes, indeed, Halls. It makes the conversation a lot more simple and we get right to the particulars here, Halls. All right. So when I say that, I just say this to say it's not all a bad thing here. All right, for people to having to go back home. All right, I don't wish, like I said, you got 2 decades here, whatever. I don't wish for your spot to get blown up, man. That's heartbreaking. You understand? But when you have a president that was so greedy here, he wants to go and try to rush people through, and 500,000 Venezuelans and 500,000 Haitians. And, all right, yeah, you got to slow down, dude. All right, yes. Yeah, folks wanted to hit that damn mass deportation button here because when they woke up every day, they seeing football fields lined up at the damn border. All right. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, we said a full stadium, nigga, is at the gate. All right. Yeah, this is crazy, dude. All right. I'm talking about every day. All right. Shit, you damn right people gonna be in a panic when you tell them got 4 times the amount of illegals as the last administration have poured in here. All right, you watching gates wide open. I'm looking at plus size white women sitting in fold out chairs, nigga. All right, with big plastic containers, niggas with book bags, sodas, chips. All right, no, they gonna give you a welcome package coming to this. All right. Yes, indeed, dude. That's what they had lined up there. And when the guy from Texas was showing us, he was riding down. He went to go ahead to show every open gate that they had, dude. All right. It wasn't just one gate that was open. All right. No, that's not it. All right. Right. It was trifling, dude. All right. This was filthy. All right. And you can hear him. He's cussing. He's driving. He's riding his pickup truck. This man's cussing. All right, he's going off. All right. No, and I understand everything. That's a complete violation. You don't even have a border. You ain't got one. It's a joke. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so the cases for all this stuff they wanted to flood in and being greedy, a lot of other people are paying the consequences. That's what you're getting back at. All right. That's the seriousness. At least this is how I see it. Mm-hmm.
A nursing assistant pays taxes and has raised her family here. She could now face deportation to Haiti.
I don't have no place to go in Haiti. I don't have no house. But I can say I don't have no country. The country is finished. Every day people dies. Every day they're killing people. They kidnap people. They even burn people alive. You imagine?
When then Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced the decision to end TPS, she said conditions in Haiti and Syria had improved. But both of those countries remain on the State Department's do not travel list because of the violence. In a second decision, also a 6-3 split,
the court can I just make a valid point? All right, that can happen to you, has happened to my people. All right, the burnt part, everything. And worse, here in America. All right, it's about what life that you go ahead to make for yourself. If I want to keep my head down forever and say that there's crime with every human being and a person, you have a government set up just like we do. And part of you having any form of government means that the people around you, all the adults, must be responsible, nigga. All right? Right. That's why you have to check off certain paperwork and do all this shit. People look at your background, make sure you ain't crazy. All right? You gotta take precaution. All right? Yes, indeed, man. All those things are important. All right? Because you have to see, at least for a case, socially, can you be around individuals here, Halls? All right? And excuse me. And be able to get not only just get along with folks in here, but not be a pariah, Halls. All right. And how do you check that from a long list of individuals where you don't know the answer to that question? The government just came throwing a bunch of money at them. All right. No, here's a whole bunch of bread. All right. Well, you just get it together as you going along. All right. Meanwhile, you got crime going up everywhere. You got the damn dope being pushed everywhere. All right. Every time you see somebody getting snatched up, they got a larger and larger pack of fentanyl somewhere. All right. This is what was going on. All right. Yes, indeed. Don't get me started with all the little black market weed and stuff like that in Oklahoma, dude, with the Asians. Don't get me started, dude. All right. I'm talking about like 4 or 5 major cases at a house, nigga, a week, dude. A week. All right. That's how bad they had it, to where as though, look, one of the politicians up there had to put a ban on them being able to buy homes over there. All right. That's how bad it was.
Trump administration's efforts to make it tougher for people to request asylum in the U.S. The justices reaffirmed immigration law that someone standing on Mexican soil cannot present themselves to border agents and ask for asylum because they are not technically in the United States. Enforcement of this law had been suspended during the Obama administration, and the Trump administration began it again. An immigrants' rights group challenged the policy, which had been put on hold. The court today also struck down a Hawaii gun restriction known as the vampire rule. It required gun owners with a concealed carry permit to ask for permission from a property owner before entering with a gun. The court, again along ideological lines, said that violated the Second Amendment. Gary Grumbach, NBC News, Washington.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
Pardon me. Oh, a damn shame. All right, that's what I tell you. All right, that's a mess in the damn chain. Mm-hmm. Try to make sure I got to the right one, man. All right, with the Supreme Court justices here. All right, now they both jobbing in here. Now I know I got the Stephen Miller's part here. You got some vicious people. All right, yeah, his is a little bit longer. I'll save that, man. All right, some people got a heart like Hitler, man. All right, you can catch it. You can give a damn what he says here. Let me give y'all something here about it just a couple years ago. All right, it's a few years back. All right, and this was Jamaicans being stuck at the Mexican border. All right, now if you're asking, all right, I don't have all the answers right now. All right, so I'm going to be guessing just like you. All right, this is not anything recent here. That's why I say it's a couple years back here. All right, yes. All right, just to be clear on this. All right. Yeah, he said they were stuck. He said Jamaicans stuck at the Mexican border. Jamaicans, like Nigerians, refused to unify, create opportunities for themselves to fix the country. So they flee to other countries because and cause problems and claim that they work hard. Now, look, that's somebody's opinion here, put to the places of things. You should not go ahead to generalize when you're going in here to talk about these things in here, because what it does here is it takes things off the basis of what you may be saying in here. And you could actually have a point, but you don't have one. Don't throw in one, throwing this like this. Now, if you want to point to certain people and a certain mentality, then we can go ahead to roll with that. All right. Yes, indeed. All right, but how we get things misconstrued is people just say anything. This is why you hear folks out here, oh, certain parts of what you guys do is cult-like, and it's like, look, man, certain individuals here, Halls, and I'm just going to be clear, all right, are more aggressive than others. I'm going to put it to the context of that. All right, a lot more aggressive than other people. All right, yes, indeed. All right, but for the context in here, and at least for what they're doing here, I'm not going to knock them individuals, all right, for the work that they're putting forth. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, because those are the same people that's the vanguard in the comment section hitting y'all in the mouth when you say something incorrect about us. All right, you can't just have it your way here when it's proper. All right, I'm not going to go ahead to throw shade. I'm going to say that I wouldn't speak to any situation like that, aggressive like that, unless I was trying to establish a true point in here. All right, based on something I got right there in front of me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just not gonna come through the door. All right, yeah, Jamaicans, this and that. And like, no, man. All right, yeah, it has to have purpose, man. All right, hold on here. They said another black man, all right, was just they said another black man, just got a verdict in here in the case of no, hold on. Another white dude just got a not guilty verdict for killing a black man here. He killed him, an unarmed black dude here, and this was in Texas. All right, I forgot to go ahead to give y'all this story. All right, this should have been one of my first joints I came in here with. All right, give me 1 second. All right, yes. I forgot all about this here. Mm-hmm. No, it just came and flashed back across my mind. I was checking through some of these videos. Give me 1 second here. All right, I'll come back here at the end of this. I haven't heard anything formally yet, but I know that this is recent. All right, fair use.
I'm feeling disappointed. I'm feeling let down.
At the Hunt County Courthouse, sorrow and relief over a not guilty verdict in the shooting death of 31-year-old Jonathan Price.
My client's been in jail for 2 years over a split-second decision he made in the line of duty.
Former Wolf City police officer Sean Lucas was charged with murder 2 days after the shooting. It happened at a gas station in Wolf City nearly 2 years ago. Lucas responded to a disturbance call and says he thought Price was intoxicated and tried to detain him. Lucas used a stun gun, which wasn't fully effective. Defense attorneys say,
I believe the evidence shows that he reached for the taser and grabbed the taser.
Lucas pulled out his gun and shot Price, who later died. Texas Rangers said their preliminary investigation showed Price resisted in a non-threatening posture and that Lucas's actions, quote, were not objectionably reasonable.
He resisted. He resisted in a non-threatening posture. Is this what these news reporters got to do? Hold on one
said
second.
their preliminary investigation showed Price resisted in a non-threatening posture and that Lucas's actions, quote, were not objectionably reasonable. At trial, jurors saw body and surveillance camera videos. They also heard from the former officer himself.
At the end of the day, the question is whether his actions were reasonable or not. And the mountain of evidence showed that he was reasonable.
But the family of Jonathan Price and their civil rights attorney disagree. They say the shooting wasn't justified.
The verdict today makes every Black citizen in Hunt County less safe. And it was delivered by a jury, not surprisingly, that didn't have a single Black person on it.
There was not one person that looked like me. There was not one person that looked like my father.
And they did it again, y'all. They did it to him again. This is why you don't let it happen the first time. You don't let it happen anytime. Judge Ulu Stevenson was punished because he refused, all right, to allow an all-white jury, all right, which Tom Wine and the damn defense came in there with, and they said that the young Black dude had a right to have a jury of his peers. For that, he was punished, Halls. All right, they were able to punish a judge for the first time in history. All right, yeah, and he was Black. All right, this is what we're going ahead and talk about there. All right, and we go ahead and look at this case here once again, all white jury. All right, y'all sitting back in here talking about your minority coalitions. We ain't got no damn friends, Halls. All right, you got ambulance chasing niggas like Lee Merritt. All right, I guess he cut his hair. All right, Benjamin Crump. All right, and the rest of these damn jokers here. All right, goddamn it, civil suit lawyers. All right, civil suit lawyers. All right, yes,
A
indeed.
jury, not surprisingly, that didn't have a single Black person on it.
There was not one person that looked like me. There was not one person that looked like my father. There was not one person that looked like Lee Merritt. Period.
They plan to ask the U.S. Justice Department to pursue criminal charges against Lucas because they say even though justice wasn't served, their fight isn't over.
We can't be broken, and this ain't it. This ain't it. God will have the last say.
In Hunt County, Meredith Yeomans, NBC5.
And if you would keep allowing them to have private lynching, they're going to insist on having a private lynching every time it comes up to one of our cases. You got no Black people there, all right, in the jury, all right, and closed doors. Media can't come in here. Gag orders everywhere. All right. Next thing you know, they come out the courtroom with this. All right. That's why we say, no, every loss symbolizes the next loss. Just like the Diamond Society looks at every win symbolizes the next win. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. It does. It represents that.
I believe the evidence shows that he reached for the taser and grabbed the taser.
Lucas pulled out his gun and shot Price, who later died. Texas Rangers said their preliminary investigation showed Price resisted in a non-threatening posture and that Lucas's actions, quote, were not objectionably reasonable. At trial, jurors saw body and surveillance camera videos. They also heard from the former officer himself.
At the end of the day, the question is whether his actions were reasonable or not. And the mountain of evidence showed that he was reasonable.
But the family of Jonathan Price and their civil rights attorney disagree. They say the shooting wasn't justified.
The verdict today makes every Black citizen in Hunt County less safe. And it was delivered by a jury, not surprisingly, that didn't have a single Black person on it.
There was not one person that looked like me. There was not one person that looked like my father. There was not one person that looked like Lee Merritt. Period.
They plan to ask the U.S. Justice Department to pursue criminal charges against Lucas because they say even though justice wasn't served, their fight isn't over.
We can't be broken, and this ain't it.
No, we're going to keep here marching boots to the ground. So I told y'all here, yeah, this is why we do the work every day here, at least. All right, we're going to catch these circumstances here, and these things will be in front of us, and we have to do what we got to do. Texas, all right. Once again, that they're cracking the levee over there.
Yo, come on back here. Keep your hands out of your pocket. Keep your hands out of your pocket, sir.
And that's the actual shooting and all of this. I can't go ahead to show you that, but that's where he ends up getting gunned down. All right. But what I will do for everybody is make sure that I retweet it. So if anybody wants to go back to my Twitter page and watch it, you can. But I can't show any of that stuff, nor do I want to. Nah, I ain't. Not at all. All right. No, the discomfort is real. And let me tell you, it should be there. You should be alarmed anytime you see something like that. We should never be sit back to be comfortable. But I ain't trying to welcome certain stuff here that's going to throw my whole vibe. Yes, indeed. All right. Just gave y'all that news story here. Now, let me go ahead to get back to where I'm at here. All right. Got that out of the way here. All right. We'll go back to talk about that at least maybe sometime here tomorrow. Yes, indeed, man. All right. But something for y'all to go check out there at your own leisure. We go over here in New York City about 12 hours ago here. CBS News. How many things we're going to be looking at, and the other ones we'll be skipping to kind of go past. I know I can't look at all of these. All right. But there are some joints in here that I know that are worth looking at. Let me see what I got here. All right. I haven't watched this. Give me a
Court has cleared the way for the potential deportation of hundreds of thousands of Haitian and Syrian migrants. Thousands of those migrants are right here in New York City. Aziza Schuler joins us live from Midtown with more on the ruling. Aziza.
Well, Cindy, essentially what this 6-3 Supreme Court decision did was hand the Trump administration the power to end temporary protected status. Now, this means deportations are looming for tens of thousands of Syrian and Haitian immigrants here in the state of New York. That includes 5,400 Haitians in New York City alone. Now, TPS was never meant to be permanent. It is supposed to be, well, it wasn't a promise of citizenship, rather. Congress created it in the 1990s for people who come from home countries where they were too dangerous to return to. And local Haitian advocates say nothing about Haiti has changed. They say gang violence has killed thousands of people this year.
Yeah, just like quote unquote gang violence has killed a bunch of people in America. Here's the point. We're not going to go ahead to stop violence in your country. Nothing's going to do that. Nobody's country. All right. Doesn't even matter what you call it. We got some of these countries where you can't even carry guns and none of that, but that don't stop a person from stabbing your ass. All right. Right. You're going to cancel out all violence. All right. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Somebody's got to do something. At some point, the civilized has to go ahead and civilize the uncivilized. All right. In order to get y'all in order, it would sound better coming from your own people. All right. I don't think it would be fair. All right. For somebody else of their other nationality or something else coming in there, being able to colonize you and put an elbow on top of your head is necessarily the remedy. All right. You got to get used to a person with your face having pride in the land in order for it to be something there. All right. Yes, indeed. When I think of South Africa, I think of Julius Malema. All right. That's what I think of. Hold on one second.
Year alone. Now, at a church in Brooklyn Thursday, community leaders began preparing families for what could come next, connecting them with immigration attorneys and helping parents make plans for their children, as well as finances if deportations move forward. For many families, they built a life here in America. They've worked, they've paid taxes, they bought homes, started businesses, and raised children here.
Basically, it says that the United States will no longer serve as a country of refuge for people who are seeking refuge from persecution, from terror, from despotism, and so forth. We're people.
Which one of y'all gonna put your big boy boots on? That's the answer. Who's gonna put the boots on? All right, somebody's gonna have to go in the line of fire here. All right. Because even if this is the case and say you can switch from here to Canada, or you're going to go wherever they can go ahead to send you at, Ireland, whatever the case is. All right. At the end of the day here, what y'all got there is still there also. All right. No, it's still there, and it's not going to get fixed without y'all being there.
We are your nurses' aid. We are your doctors. We are your lawyers. We are your engineers. We are your social workers.
And here's what's still not clear yet, how soon any of this starts. Advocates told us there's no firm deadline. Governor Kathy Hochul, Attorney General Letitia James, as well as Mayor Mamdani have all urged Congress to extend TPS. But the White House has made its position clear that if you are not you do not have legal status here in the United States, that you should be deported. For now, we're live in Midtown. Aziza Schuler, CBS News, New York.
Because there are 5 a.m.
All right, let's go ahead and keep proceeding.
Medical biology. Yeah. Don't talk to me about an immigrant, man. Look. The immigrant guys, let's talk about this. Let's take academics, for example. Immigrant. This man was supposed to be a mathematical biologist. He's seen our culture here in America. It's like, this shit crazy. Because where they come from, it's not going down like that. He made his career off what me and the guys really do. The dude, Flacco, immigrant. And don't he got, he caught a case for harassment. Pull that up. What's the other dude? All fresh and fit. Myron. Yeah. Immigrant. See, that's the problem. We as black men in America, the shit that they want to glorify, we trying to get away from. We not trying to come on the internet and talk gangster. We did it already, and we all sitting here by the skin of our teeth, man.
And we publicly delegitimized, and he tells us we didn't publicly delegitimize any joker there that's come around in here and tried to flip the black message to something low or loathsome. All right. Any of those people like that here, we have turned it, all right, to a completely different direction. To this point right here. All right. I want to show Cam Newton here for a second. We're going to be right back here.
Difficult. Even the guys with music videos, they'll put a lighter skinned girl, or I feel like it's more difficult for a dark skinned black woman. And I say dark skin because you have black women who are not dark skinned. So I just feel like it's more difficult. Even the guys with music videos, they'll put a lighter skinned girl or choose a Eurocentric looking girl to put in their videos over a darker skinned girl. So I feel like, I'm very open when it comes on to colorism. I think it's very obvious that we still have colorism.
How do we navigate through that?
I think when our black men start treating our dark-skinned black women like the prize that they are, that can change as well. But you notice our black men, they like to date a different.
I'll let you finish drinking.
You come for me today, I'm here come out. I'm here come out.
Because
I'm here come out.
Because let me tell you something. Last time I had this conversation
What?
with a black woman
Mm-hmm.
talking about black men choosing black women,
Mm-hmm.
that black woman wasn't even with a black man.
But see, it goes both ways. There's a reason why maybe she's not with the black men because of how the black men treats us.
Oh my goodness.
I the truth.
But
You see, if you're gonna go there with me, you have to take a deep breath and think about it, because you know me. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, this is low down. Ain't nothing truthful about this. You don't hear other young ladies from their culture come in there and start trying to put down their men. All right. Yeah, what are you talking about your men for? All right. And what do you desire to get out of these things in here? All right. No, that's gonna make any of us work harder as far as anything like that. And we're more so alarmed when we look at, all right, individuals in here that ain't riding with the team. You're supposed to be a part of the team. All right. Yeah. You're supposed to be at the front with the number one finger saying, yeah, I'm here to support all black men. The same way we riding for you. We will go ahead to say that for our sisters, for our women out here, our black women. All right. I'm here to support all black women. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. We're supposed to have each other's back because the dominant society ain't going to treat us no different. Now, you understand, you hear that heavy accent there. All right. That ain't my freakman sisters here just to go ahead for a lineage cutoff. Because you ain't going to hear my babies out here talking like that. All right. No, not unless you talk about this is some old, whatever this is. This is some bed wench that you got here. All right. Or some zaddy chaser, which we don't have any of that. If you see one of our women over here with a, one of them, dude. All right. She's working and put some paper. All right. She's hustling. All right. She ain't just over there. All right. Right. Just to put it clear. All right. You might have been confused. All right. No, that ain't her preference. All right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right. When I sit there to say what 80-something% of black folks in here, all right, deal with other black folks. All right. Go check that percentage out. All right. Between the males and females here in America. All right. Black people. All right, it's up to about like 82% or something like that, maybe higher. All right, yeah, but don't believe the hype, man. All right, no, because Don Lemon has a white husband. All right, and Billy Porter has a white husband. All right, or should I say had? All right, right, okay, but don't believe the hype, man, because every time because Kamala Harris has a white husband. All right. You understand? All right. You might be confused because Ketanji Jackson Brown has a white husband. All right. No, that's politically to keep niggas in check, baby. All right. As you can see, you see Cornel West's corny ass running around here to calling people. Everybody is his brother. Even the white dude with freckles, that's his brother. All right, and you go and look, and he has white woman at home. All right, right, and it's like, okay, you scratch your head. It's like, okay, now I understand. All right, I get it. And you have certain people in here when you talk about this conversation. Period, you are completely compromised before you even get in the door. All right, you're compromised. It means we know who you came in here to fight for. You talking all this strange intersectionality bullcrap, dude. All right, yeah. You want some old COINTELPRO garbage. All right. Now I can sneak and hide amongst black folks and then take shots at black people. No. All right. Folks are taking a look at you. What type of self-hatred problems do you got? All right. Because any smart, intelligent woman to tell you like this, when the heat is on, it's the only person that's going to defend you here. In this case, is when you sitting here talking about all these different races of people, is another black man. All right. That's who's going to be right there. All right. That's who's going to have your ass or not have your ass as far as your protection. All right. Right. Who go, should I say, your back. All right. That's who's going to hold you down. All right, it ain't gonna be nothing else. Folks gonna be sitting here having excuses on how they can throw the charges on you for the chaos that they created. All right, come on now. Oh yes, indeed. All right, I'm just trying to give you some good stuff for free. All right.
When it comes on to colorism, I think it's very obvious that we still have colorism.
How do we navigate through that?
I think when our black men start treating our dark-skinned black women like the prize that they are, that can change as well. But you notice our black men, they like to date a different.
I'll let you finish drinking.
You come for me today, I'm here come out. I'm here come out.
Because
I'm here come out.
Because let me tell you something. Last time I had this conversation
What?
with a black woman
Mm-hmm.
talking about black men choosing black women,
Mm-hmm.
that black woman wasn't even with a black man.
But see, it goes both ways. There's a reason why maybe she's not with the black man because of how the black man treats us.
Oh my goodness.
I the truth.
But
you see, if you're gonna go there with me, you have to take a deep breath and think about it, because you know me, I gotta tell you the truth. And I'm gonna bring it all the way.
But did you not give more grace to the woman more so than to the man? Because the man could say maybe his experience with black women has not been the same with dating a separate colored woman.
Well, a man would have to tell me, it's straight up, okay, we feel like this. So do you want to elaborate a little bit more so I can see exactly where you're coming?
You have to excuse me. And I often like to tell people this. Person who has already fully judged you and made their assumptions there of you are already putting statements upon who you are. All right. You want to find something out here, Halls. Well, then you ask questions, right? If you're confused. This is how you start the angle of things. All right. Person more interested in sitting in here for this young lady in here and flexing and showing unneeded power here, Halls. All right. No, it's an individual here that does not understand. For some of us men, we might be sitting here playing chilled and sitting here playing calm, but we understand the game. All right. Shout out to Cam Newton. No, he's not the smoothest nigga on the planet. All right. But he did a good job here interviewing. All right. Hold on.
From?
No, I asked you, or I made the statement, the last time I had this conversation with a black woman challenging black men to choose black women, that black woman was not with a black man.
Right.
And you said maybe.
Because the black men treat us differently.
Correct. Well, the black man could say the same thing with his experience with said black woman. And I'm not speaking, I'm speaking from what I've experienced from others. You see what I'm saying?
Have you ever dated a black woman?
I'm with a black woman.
Okay. And is your experience, well, obviously, if you're with a black woman, that's not your experience.
No.
So that means
I'm speaking,
that
I'm
it is
speaking from my
possible
peer
to date
group.
black women.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying, I'm speaking for my peer group. I'm speaking to the people who I come in contact with, and they've chosen
The
other races. And when you have those
Well, for me, speaking for my peers, I personally feel like they choose other races because a lot of times our black men will treat the other races better than they would treat us. And they would act like, oh, they're the prize because of their complexion or their color of the skin or their look, their Eurocentric look. So even in Jamaica, it was a thing where they call it browning. If you get a brown girl, it's like, oh, guess what? I get a browning. But if you get a dark girl, a dark-skinned girl, it's like, I have a girlfriend. So it's been a thing.
Can we stop this? All right. Can I point something out culturally to y'all that some of y'all do know? Y'all, in Jamaica, y'all have a problem with skin bleaching too. All right. No, and folks trying to be lighter because in, the continent, the Caribbean, there are more benefits, all right, intangibles, all right, with the lighter skin that you have. They play those type of race games over there, all right, with a lighter skinned people in your country. They can get treated and live and eat a whole lot and move a whole lot better. This is why a bunch of people are interested there into when y'all have a large base, all right, for bleaching creams over there. All right. No, a heavy customer base. Enough for y'all to have commercials and all this other shit. I was shocked when I seen one of y'all commercials. All right. But that stuff we wouldn't dare. That would be a complete offense against anything of our principles over here as black people here. All right. Yeah, your spot here, all right, would effectively be targeted and shut down. You tried to openly come out here to promote lightening up around here. All right. That is strictly a continent and Caribbean stuff. So when you guys hear some of these lanes of self-hatred, that's not any way we see it. There's some beautiful chocolate women out here. Plenty of them. All right. Yes, indeed. I don't know what you're talking about, baby. All right. You are one of them. All right. But we can stop some of these lanes of your personal insecurities there from your lands. All right. Now, when you can sit down with some grown men and talk turkey. All right. You bringing this energy in the room, even if he don't want to feel it, he feels it now. All right. No, you bringing this in here, whatever your mental trauma is. She said for colorism and looking at all of these different things here. All right. What's real is real. I know that much. All right. Hold on here.
Where I don't know, men just feel like they have a bigger prize with a lighter skinned woman. And it doesn't matter what the race is. That's just my experience. I don't know. That's just my experience when it comes on to my friends group. That's what I think.
And we can talk about this all day.
Yeah, because people are going to have mixed reviews, mixed reactions, and everybody's going to be entitled to their opinion. But I've just seen it, even with artists and music videos, they want the lighter skinned girl to the front, or,
I just have acknowledged that when a black man choose another race, he's a sellout.
And whose music videos, he needs to be asking this, whose music videos are you talking about? The African ones? Because they have skin bleaching artists. All right. I seen that shit, man. Nigga damn near look purple. All right. Yeah, sitting on a boat or riding in some fancy car with the women around. All right. Yeah, man. Shit don't look right, man. You can tell that's not his regular pigmentation here. All right. Folks be starting to get that zombie look, man. He putting that shit on so bad. All right. I know what I'm talking about. All right. And that bad side to it is, I told y'all, is that it damages the skin real bad, dude. All right. You become real bumpy and get a bunch of black marks and stretch marks. Yeah, it looks horrible. All right. There is a downside, just like anything else, like cigarettes, like anything else. All right. Yes, indeed. Well, for that, the case is there. All right. It hits you with some type of like skin disease there, what have you. You keep going ahead to do that shit. All right. To where as though you can't go ahead to bring your pigmentation back.
Skin girl to the front, or,
I just have acknowledged that when a black man choose another race, he's a sellout. If a black woman choose another race, you go, girl.
I've seen they call women sellout too.
You do what's best for you. And it's almost as if you assume that a black man did it. When you look at individuals who have enormous platforms, whether athletes, whether entertainers, whether artists, and you uncover, hey, she's not with a black man. She's more likely to get more grace than an athlete, than an entertainer, or a musical artist that has chose a black man who's an artist, athlete, or entertainer, and he has chose somebody outside of his race. That's all I'm saying. It's not.
They said a woman is a sellout as well when she dates another race. So I don't know. It is a big topic.
Yeah.
No, it's a big topic, at least from where she's from. Our standards are simple. You can't even come to our youngins talking like that. All right, all that. Oh, you look at your hair and all that old weird shit. All right, yeah. Oh, look at you got good skin color. Oh, look at her hair. Look at. They not worried about that dumbass shit, dude. All right, that's for them old Al Sharpton type niggas. All right, that's their generation. All right, yeah, you better understand what's outside, man. All right, y'all folks sit back here and get played because the stuff that you are, as I said, insecure and worried about here, Halls, and don't nobody else really give a shit, man. All right, not at all. No, who are you as a person? All right, what you doing out in the streets, nigga? All right, that's what it comes out to. All right, yeah, that's what it has to measure up to. All right, it's wicked everywhere. That's what I would go ahead and tell you. All right, what defines any case or scenario or what have you there is the people or the person. All right, and how they move about the world. All right, yes, indeed. That's why I said here, you're in America. Yeah, the land of milk and honey and all that good stuff. All right. Yeah, all of the top of the line shit. All right. You get to be around, all right, the big kahuna, the stuff that you and your folks in your homeland been talking about forever. All right. You there, you getting hit off. They handing you money. All right. Yeah, you getting shit for yourself. You getting set up. You getting a whip. Hey, everything's just getting cleaned up there about your life. Fresh credit score. All right. And next thing you know, Trump's boot comes right down, crashing through the middle. All right. Yep. Yeah, his boot. Yeah, I'm talking about everything shaking. The cat shaking, the dog. All right. The fish tank. All right. His boot just comes crashing right down the middle of the crib. All right. Yes, indeed. Right in the middle of the couch, nigga. All right. And the coffee table. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. And that starts on the 1st, man. Yeah. July the 1st. That's an effect. All right. No, I'm not just talking. All right. We're going to go over here to take a look over in Massachusetts. All right. Because this ruling impacts 45,000 Haitians living in Massachusetts. We'll be right back.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
The cries of Dr. Gerald Gabot, the Haitian immigrant in charge of the Immigrant Family Services Institute. She's reacting to the U.S. Supreme Court ruling Thursday that President Trump has the power to end temporary protected status for Haitian and Syrian immigrants, meaning some 45,000 Haitians on TPS in Massachusetts could be deported.
What exactly am I going to say to those 100,000 children who were born here and whose parents are on CPS?
Ma'am, that it's time to clean this shit up. This don't make y'all look good, man. All right, it don't. First of all, we look at, all right, where's your men? All right, no disrespect to her. Well, where's the vanguard? All right, who's going to protect some shit if some stuff pop off? They start grabbing people up. All right, and for some early deportations. All right, yeah, who's going to assist you? Are you going to hope that the government and the police, these politicians ain't going to do nothing, man? Let me tell you something. They've done everything they could. All right, down to publicly compromising themselves to freedmen. Because now they can't ever cry to us and tell us what they can't do. We've seen you cowtailing. All right, goddamn jumping over hurdles, trying to clear this bitch like a military drill. All right, for these jokers, mud all on your shirt, everything. All right, no, fighting like a damn cage pit bull, nigga. All right, when it came to getting things done to them for them politically and going in them damn courtrooms here. This is why it made it to the Supreme Court, because y'all continue to fight. All right, come on, Halls. All right, as you seen Ayanna Presley's little shiny peanut head come out that damn. All right, what you call it? Senator, the councilman, whatever it is, Chambers in there. She come out there. Yeah, we got it passed. We got it done. We got it done. All right. And like I told y'all, all these things you've been given is temporary, dude. It's all temporary. That's why it says temporary status, nigga. All right. It says temporary status. All right. That means that for the political chips and the cards, they can play games with you anytime they want, y'all. All right, right. They can throw you on the table politically. It's Trump versus Harris and the immigrants, nigga. All right, right. You're on the table like pawns, dude. All right. Now, you gotta understand this. All right. Why you think somebody's hitting you off and setting you up right and doing all of these other things? No, they're setting you up for failure when they know that they can't maintain all the chaos that they just brought to this land. And no, I'm going to be one of the first people to tell you here, Halls, and I know I ain't going to be the last. I don't want the ragged and the people that come from the bottom in the slums from other people's country, nigga. All right. I don't want your drunks. I don't want your homeless people. I don't want your addicts, nigga. We have enough. All right. No, they come over here and bring those jokers over here and paper them up, nigga. All right. That's what they do. All right. Yes. Give them vouchers and all types of shit here. All right. No, you wondering why they owning stuff and they're such an asshole or something. They were out of control like that in their own country, but they didn't have shit. Nobody gave them anything. All right. They're not a hard worker anyway. All right. No, this is all make-believe when somebody has written a whole script for you, dude. All right. Yes. All you have to do is go ahead to apply for these damn programs or what have you when you come over and you're getting, as you said, $6,000 a month, $9,000 a month. All right. Yeah, that's a cheat code, nigga. All right. Fresh 30 years old, 40 years old with a fresh credit score. That's a cheat code, nigga. All right. You coming in here like that. I'm talking about the game is dirty, nigga. All right. They telling you, all right, I came over here with 2 cents and the skin on my back, nigga. Yeah. And all these immigrant benefits, nigga. All right. Yeah. All your refugee status benefits that freedmen fought for. All right. Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah. And we spend our own CPS and can be at any time deported.
Haitians and Syrians are here on TPS because they fled war, gang violence, and hurricane wreckage.
Yeah, they fled. All right. Now understand that fleeing is a personal problem. All right. Yeah. Would you honor a person who fled from battle? All right. No, war is going on. This is going to determine life or death, man. All right. For everybody. All right. All right. Swords or whatever's going on. We're in battle. All right. And somebody that decides to take their flip-flops, turn around and flee, dude. All right. Now, would you have that much honor and respect for them then if I told you the story like that? We don't know these people's story, Hoss. You're guessing. All right. And according to their circumstances of what Biden and them not giving a shit about anything, damn near letting everybody come in here. They didn't care what story you told, nigga. Nobody's going to check to do a background search to see if what you're saying is actually true. All right. It's just if it meets the standards for you to be able to come in here. All right. Right. We don't know if they actually had to flee anything, Halls. That's the truth. All right. No, you look around in America here, and from stacked piles of Indians, a record-breaking number of Asians at our borders during Biden. Record-breaking. All right. Of military age Asians in here, stacked piling in our country in here. All right. We had shit that looked like a football stadium piled up at our damn borders, dude. First thing in the morning, damn near every morning. All right. Ridiculous. Especially when they went to cut off that one thing that they had in place in here in which they was able to flex some racism against the Africans. All right. Because you see, they was letting a lot of Latinos in, the white Latinos, but they would not let the Africans in. They was the intents and shit. All right. Waiting for a certain date to pass when something had expired that Trump had up. All right. Because Biden was using it to block their entry. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Racism is well and alive, nigga. All right. Yes. And he was using it. I forgot it was called Title 8 or one of them shits. All right. But he was using it. All right. To make sure that them Africans couldn't come in here. All right. They was on the other side of the border with tents, nigga, ordering Uber Eats, nigga. All right. I remember. All right. Yeah, nigga was ordering Grubhub, nigga. All right. Yeah. You understand? As soon as they lift that joint, they let all them jokers in here. All right. And it really got funky. All right. Yeah, it sure did, man. All right. You think you in trouble now? All right. That's why he said he got to clear the spot, man. You don't okay 500,000. You didn't get the approval of American citizens, all right, to go and wreck our shit like that, dude. All right, because they know if the government sat up here and even asked the immigrants here, all right, plus all the regular citizens we got in here, all right, if that was okay to bring 500,000 damn Haitians, 500,000 this and the third, can we okay all? We would say hell no. All right, they know it. All right. Us as the public would tell them hell no. So this is why they got to sneak behind your back to do little dirty ass shit like this. All right. Yeah, and then try to sit back like it's a good favor to you. Yo, Biden's going to give all this citizenship. He's going to, for what? Nigga, ain't no other country sitting here handing away. Oh, you're doing all this so you ain't got to give freedmen no goddamn money. All right. Yeah. So they can point to that as their excuse here. And politically, that's part of the deal, too. It always has been. This is why when they had to slim down on the terms of the racism and stop calling us niggers publicly and all that stuff, all right, they tighten their grip. All right, this is post civil rights bill. All right, past that time. All right, they tighten their grip here on making sure that they gave their buffer classes a whole lot more damn resources. All right. Yes, because you seen for some of them, even for some of y'all living in New York City, nigga, the Latinos was living right next door to you. All right. No, the money wasn't too different. All right. You start to fast forward to get into that Reagan era, and he sat up there in front of them black people and told them exactly what he was going to do. And this is what he did. All right. He let them know he was going to gentrify the community. And I remember that conversation because the woman was in the background talking about, kept saying, "What are you going to do? But what are you going to do, though?" All right. He said, you heard Reagan say, "I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you." All right. Yeah. So he goes ahead and he starts talking here. I'm paraphrasing. What I remember from his conversation here, this is the part that you need to remember, is that he said he was going to bring foreigners in here. All right. Or bring others in here to see if they would like to open businesses, help them fund them to help them bring in businesses. So that way it can provide jobs for y'all. This is what this hoe ass nigga said. All right. Bunch of black folks in front of me, ain't outside, this is in the Bronx, ain't nobody challenge nothing, dude. All right. Yeah. I'm going to bring illegals in here so they can give y'all some jobs. All right. With businesses and properties here that will be funded by the government dollar here, nigga. Why not just do that for the people that already live there? All right. You see, he started all of that shit with that jobs that black people don't want. That started underneath the Reagan era. All right. When you started hearing all that bullshit here. All right. Black folks always had the green thumb. This goes past the circumstances of, you said, picking cotton or what have you. All right. For all, you said agriculture and this, that, and the third that was popping off here in America early during that time, that goes through our hands as well. All right. Yes, from your protein that you were going ahead to put into your body, nigga, to the corn, to every damn thing. All right. We've been had the green thumb. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. And that speaks to you talking about herbs and shit. All right. Let me go ahead to go ahead a little bit deeper here on you. All right. Know some black empowerment. Go ahead to smack some history across your nose. All right. When Massa got sick, man, and he was broken down. And all the medicine there from the shop couldn't do shit for you. All right. It ain't worth a hill of beans. All right. No, they went to Big Mama on that damn slave field. All right. No, the old black woman that they all go to. All right. And she brought Massa back to life, nigga. We got old school remedies, dude. All right. That put that, put an onion. All right. Or something like, is it an onion on your chest? All right. Or what have you? All right, there's some remedies that we have here. All right, I don't know if it's an onion or it's a damn potato. Excuse me. All right, supposed to put that there on your chest there. All right, and it's supposed to help for a person with a chest cold. It's supposed to help gather up all that damn mucus. All right, something with it tied to your chest right there. It's an old school remedy. That and something else, some tea you would drink and what have you, and you're just supposed to sweat it out. All right, yes indeed. All right. But freedmen have plenty of goddamn old school remedies. That's where the slave master would go to come back to get well. All right. understanding that we knew what we were doing, all right, from a chemist circumstance, because we didn't have any, we couldn't afford to not know what we were doing here, Hoss, because nobody else was going to come in here and fix this shit. All right, that's why I say for Freedmen, yes, we always had our own, nigga. All right, we didn't have a choice. That's what segregation provided us. All right, separate but equal, as they claim. All right, so that means our own damn schools here, halls for our children, our own grocery stores or markets that you would sit here and say here. All right, no, our own hair care industry. Shout out to Madam C.J. Walker, God rest her dead. All right, our own, nigga, a Tulsa to be able to look at before the damn massacre took place. All right, Bruce's Beach. All right, all these different examples here of freedmen showing you that we understand how economics work, and not only that, we can keep this shit rolling, man. All right, yes, we can. As long as we're not sabotaged, we're not bothered here, and ain't nobody in our mix in here. All right, trying to get some bull crap going. Hell, the turkey leg hut. All right, the success of that. I understand the owner, the brother there is going through some stuff here now, man. And all right, yeah, I feel bad for him. He just pled guilty. But his businesses, all right, even the oyster, which he had after the turkey leg hut, was very successful. All right, yes, indeed. All right, nigga, that brother was in there making him some money. All right. Yeah, I got to give full respect to him because he was a businessman. All right. Yeah, he can cook, but he's a businessman. All right. Hold on.
They fled war, gang violence, and hurricane wreckage.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
The cries of Dr. Gerald Gabot,
Hold on.
the Haitian immigrant in charge of the immigrant
No, I don't. Look, let me tell you something.
family services.
Let me tell you something real quick. I gotta cut this other shit off here real quick. I got stuff playing on the side. Cut this off. Maybe you ain't build a goddamn thing. All right. Stop walking around here like the damn Democrats. They keep repeating that trash. Now, when you're in a bond, you saying if you built so much, then why is Trump's foot on your neck, man? All right. Why is he able to come in here and do this? All right. Obviously, for the circumstances, for some of y'all contributions, it ain't hit too hard. No disrespect for the folks in here who have went in here. If you've been a part of our wars to come in here to ride with us, all right, love, salute to you. I ain't talking to you. All right. This ain't meant for you. All right. If you are in any circumstances here to help reshape America in the positive, dude, you ain't on this bullshit. This ain't for you. All right. But for you damn mushmouth jokers that are running around like her, all right, talking about some, we built this country. Dude, you're taking individuals away from any part of support that they might have had for you. Because folks ain't going to sit there and help you lie, dude. All right. Yeah, you were able to be slid into an economy that was already thriving before you got here and will be thriving after you leave. All right. Come on, alls. Don't play with us. That's the reason why you could get a leg up. You see, you can't offer U.S. citizens in your country nowhere near, nothing close to the opportunities, all right, in which you can get in here. All right. We can't get shit close to that. We can get taxed, nigga. All right. Yeah, a person that can be checking up on your money. All right. No, trying to figure out how to get a few extra dollars out of your ass, nigga, but they ain't trying to give you none of their money. All right. No. All right. Absolutely not, dude. What did that guy just snitch on Ghana and he told on y'all asses here? All right. Talking about y'all handing out citizenship, man, for some of these Joe Blows. All right. So they can stay 1 or 2 days for an Instagram photo. All right. Yeah, you damn clout chasing every damn thing else. Ghana's government, which is, I'm talking about horse shit over there right now. Meanwhile, if a regular brother or sister wants to maintain or get some type of dual citizenship over there, dude, you got to fill out a long list. Have Ghanaian blood. Have a few people from Ghana vouch for you. Be here a couple years. All right, I'm talking about all of this shit. Have property already here that you've owned for a little while. All right. All this shit is a requirement of you getting citizenship. I seen the paper. It's ridiculous, Hoss. All right. Yeah, and it's made effectively to bring you all type of troubles, to count your money, nigga. All right. And to make sure that you have some solid unity, all right, and some bank-like connections to that damn country. And it still don't guarantee you nothing. All right. Not at all. When I've seen brothers go ahead to have 5 homes destroyed of their property here, and he's still fighting year to date to get his money back for what he paid for them damn homes there in Ghana. All right, still fighting till this day, dude. All right, he said he came back and seen the locals, all right, with something throwing trash all over these little empty spots where the buildings used to be. It's just rubbish now. All right. Yeah. And they said they went to tear his shit down and then sell it off to white folks. All right. Yeah. Like, what type of shit is this? All right. Government comes to click it and say, oh, we're sorry. We're going to take care of this. Like, what do you mean? You want a black person to move over there so you can do that? All right. Meanwhile, the Asian man's property goes untouched, nigga. Ain't nobody even looking at it for too long. All right. Right.
Gabo, the Haitian immigrant in charge of the Immigrant Family Services Institute. She's reacting to the U.S. Supreme Court ruling Thursday that President Trump has the power to end temporary protected status for Haitian and Syrian immigrants, meaning some 45,000 Haitians on TPS in Massachusetts could be deported.
What exactly am I going to say to those 100,000 children who are born here and whose parents are on CPS and can be at any time deported?
Haitians and Syrians are here on TPS because they fled war, gang violence, and hurricane wreckage.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
No, you didn't, Hoss. Well, then go build another one and get out of here. All right? Niggas acting like they made Hove. He said, okay, so make another Hove. All right? Yeah. That's how I feel about that. All right? What you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. All right? Yeah. What you didn't build. All right? No, if it's like that and you got the hands of a quote-unquote builder, you ain't worried about nothing. You see, we can't go ahead to relate to individuals who fled from our damn lands because where we supposed to be at, nigga. All right? We at our land. We holding it down, man. We are the last line of resistance against systematic white supremacy here globally, baby. All right? Yes, that's us. That's our title. All right, we hold it proudly. All right, when y'all go ahead against the dominant society, you're scanning and grinning. You don't know where all your kids at, nigga. All right, no, you're scanning and grinning. All right, we don't play any of that bull crap. All right, they know to tighten up when they get around us. All right, just because. Now, this is a sister who had to deal with disrespect here. All right, and she's working fast food or something. All right, but she had to turn around and G-check this tether. All right, she said, and they say delineating is only online. This foundational Black American sister put this melanated immigrant in his rightful place and called him out on the sneak dissing. All right, let's go check this out. I actually like this here. Yep, she was ready.
The shit that you got to go through. Unbelievable.
It's not nice for you to say, really? Especially being an African descendant. You and us are different. So you refer to him as a hungry nigga. It's disrespectful. That's like a white man calling him a nigga. Don't do it.
Damn.
Don't do it.
Tell her.
If somebody walks in and refers to you as a nigga, you gonna holler, wait, you're African, right? Or if somebody call you black, you gonna holler, you African, right? So yeah, so stand on it. He got no nigga. Don't call him no nigga.
Yeah, and she's right. Make sure y'all heard it again. I'll bring it back. She's right. You, African, calling him a nigga is equivalent to a white man calling him a nigga. All right? Y'all have personal disdain towards that word. Some of y'all don't even like to be called black. All right? No, you'll jump up and let somebody know whatever country you come from. All right, real fast to check us. All right, no, I'm not black. All right, yeah, absolutely, which is no problem, just as long as whatever you claim, you stay that. All right, yeah, don't get yourself in any tips. All right, and think that there's going to be an extra card to play in your back pocket. This I'm black card. All right, yeah, you just sacrifice that doing that. All right, but once you jump and step into this standard here, don't be running around here calling us no niggas, dude. All right, it don't even sound right coming out your mouth. All right, hold on here.
Man, that's niggas get religion. You can tell it. Man, see, this the shit that you got to go through. Unbelievable.
It's not nice for you to say, really? Especially being an African descendant. You and us are different. So you refer to him as a hungry nigga is disrespectful. That's like a white man calling him a nigga. Don't do it.
Damn.
Don't do it.
Tell her.
If somebody walks in and refer to you as a nigga, you gonna holler what? You're African, right? Or somebody call you black, you gonna holler you African, right? So stand on it. He got no nigga. Don't call him no nigga. Don't refer to him no nigga. Record all you want.
Right.
That's not okay. That's not okay. No, that's not how niggas get it. Watch your mouth.
Right.
No,
I appreciate you.
He's not a nigga, dude. All right. To your terms, he ain't your nigga. He's not a nigga. He ain't none of that. All right. And y'all need to get it out your head with this old pussy ass smiling. All right. A lot of them do some hoe ass shit. They'll try to sneak this you and he's sitting there trying to skin and grin as you sit here and do it, dude. We're not on these lines of playing, dude, because we come from a long line of respect. Don't matter who you are. It's just respect first. All right. So when we see that old conniving, slick bagging ass shit here, all right, we have a need to go check it immediately, dude, because it's not Friedman energy. All right. We don't look in here to disparage. I ain't trying to put my brother or my sister down. I'm trying to pick them up. All right. We ain't in here with the shit, dude. I got some good news for you. All right. I ain't trying to destroy your day. I want to say something to make you laugh. All right. That's the type of good energy we come through the door with naturally. All right. No, because we're actually taught to spread love and show respect to one another. All right. When you've been surrounded by tribal trash, all right, and one black person is always looking at the next, trying to size this person up. You got a pair of sandals and you ain't got nothing, and he got a pair of sandals and he ain't got nothing. All right. But you're sizing each other up over whose tribe you belong to, nigga. All right. No, I'm talking about thousands of tribes, nigga. All right. Right. Folks just beefing. I'm talking about going to hardcore standards of stuff I've seen online. People getting legs amputated and set on fire. All right. This ain't no small stuff. All right. Rather, you thought somebody is sitting here talking about I'm an Igbo or this, that, and the third, and they just beefing on Facebook. No, the seriousness is what goes on in your homeland, nigga. All right. Chopping a nigga foot off. All right. No, because they're part of a different tribe, Halls. All right. So we understand the context of how lethal these things go. We understand it from different ethnicities and different vibes. When post-slavery went down and we were going and trying to assimilate back into society, we had to deal with the shrewd and disrespectful racist context of Jim Crow, the white man and some white folks going around in here imitating black people being poor and having holes in their shoes. All right. And that goes from you going ahead to tell jokes to do your Jim Crow performance to Jim Crow laws, nigga. All right. So this is another reason why we don't sit here to do all the snickering with people. All right. We understand the consequences behind that. All right.
No, that's not how niggas get it. Watch your mouth.
Right.
No,
I appreciate you.
I can use any word I want. No, you can't. Because he walked in and called a person who is black, but you gonna holler, you're African, right? Bro, let me tell you something.
Yeah. Look, and 10 carats stupid, dude. Don't come around us like that. All right. No, we don't like Negroes like you. All right. And then he'll take his crusty ass back in the house and go brag to somebody about how he called one of us a nigga. All right. No, that's what goes down with it. All right. That's why I say you don't go ahead to start to play with it in any type of way here. All right. You don't. If I say culturally, nigga, that's disrespectful in your lands to do, well, then we not going to do that at all. All right. Yeah, well, I'm just the nigga, and all right, right. Hell no. All right, y'all wonder why here. Even as kids, you were thrown off by some of these jokers in here eating damn avocado wraps, nigga. All right, yeah, with mustard on them. All right, got them damn sandals on. All right, no, you all distant and shit. All right, trying to act like you better. All right, no, man, Friedman pick up on energy like that, man. Yeah, and we leave you alone. All right, nah, we good. All right, we'll hurry up and leave you alone, nigga. All right, right, man. Nah, leave him alone, dude. Yeah, he off, dude. Yeah, that nigga was in there eating an avocado wrap with mustard on it, nigga. All right, talking to himself. All right, leave that nigga alone. All right. No, we can tell, man. We rap different. All right, we move different. All right. Speaking of, I brought you No Neck Martin, y'all. All right. No, I brought you. I beg your pardon. No Neck Martin. All right. He got a Juneteenth shirt on. All right. Hold on. He said, this is one reason why I keep saying to all.
That's one of the reasons why I keep saying to all of these Simple Simon Negroes who are trashing Black immigrants, you need to shut the hell up, because an increasing percentage of the Black population are Black immigrants.
And it does not make or break our asses. We got more done without you tethers in the damn way. All right. What about them? No neck nigga. All right. What about them? All right. What's the need to have a large piece of dysfunction? All right. No, wrapped around your quote unquote political party, nigga. All right. No, we are already in disarray and chaos and shit, because your politicians, everybody you got up in there is full of damn bootlicks and tethers. All right. That's it. All right. Most of them got those damn foreign flags, or they got a separate alignment, a separate agenda. All right. So when we start talking reparations, they say education, nigga. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right on cue. All right. No, just for deflection purposes only. All right. Right. Hold on.
And what I need for Black people is to have a better understanding of African Caribbean nations. And I need for those Black immigrants to have a better understanding of the African American existence, because the reality is we all need each other. That's one of the reasons why I keep saying,
we don't need you, nigga. I know it's hard to hear. We don't. You need us. All right. Even in the cases of sabotage, and one guy was talking about Myron Gaines and all of this trash. I told you they was letting him know. All right, look, we really can't use you. If you can't infiltrate what Black people are doing to try to sabotage it, well, then we can't really use you. All right. They've been able to identify you, get cats. They call you tethers now. All right. So when you come in here trying to fake and cosplay being a Black person, all right, people are already Googling your name, all right, your background, your parents' names, all right, yeah, to see what that paperwork is looking like. All right, we need to know, all right, because anytime the Diamond Society bring us one of these cowards around here, dude, chances are they got some of that tether background. All right. And it's worthless, nigga. The No Kings protest out there in the streets were trash. They were ineffective. It went from large crowds, nigga, to people doing the electric slide in the highway, nigga, with costumes on, nigga. All right. No, he had one of the niggas had a mascot uniform on, a dinosaur or something. All right. Yeah, doing the damn electric slide in the middle of the highway, nigga. All right. That's what your protest did. It pissed people off that had places to go. All right. That's it, dude. You wasn't hitting on anything. The government was in no parts of fear. They promoted it on the news channels. This is how much they wasn't scared of a No Kings protest. All right. Now, when Black folks go ahead to gather up, dude, and we got it popping over here and it's shit, all right, on fire and burning and what have you, they're sending every corn pop nigga they can find, rapper, preacher, and whoever, all right, to try to talk us into getting back into the house. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's not forget Atlanta, dude, and the circumstances of that funky ass CNN building. All right. You've seen a large group of SWAT like police here. It was a big group of black people. They threw a can of tear gas at them. All right. And you seen one of our brothers pick that shit up off the street. He ain't had no mask on or nothing and threw that shit right back at him. All right. Yeah, dude. All right. No, we said we came to get it in. All right. No, ain't nobody going home. All right. That's where you know King's protest, dude. All right. They understand when we're there, we there to get it popping. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. That's why they will assist. That's why they insisted on us being a part of it, any of their damn bullshit that they had, like the No Kings protest, because they wanted to be legitimized, Halls. All right. And there is no true political legitimacy here, Halls, without our backing, nigga. There ain't. All right. No, it's just cats who got fantasies and nostalgia and all types of bullshit going on in your mind about when you were the man, nigga. All right. Trying to buy time, nigga. In the back looking like James Clyburn. All right. Hold on.
To all of these Simple Simon Negroes who are trashing black immigrants, you need to shut the hell up, because an increasing percentage of the black population are black immigrants. And what I need for black people is to have a better understanding of African Caribbean nations.
If that shit is not worth a hill of beans in a homeland, dude, then it damn sure is not worth anything over here, sir. I wager you that. All right. No, if it's not going to make the recipe pop off, and you ain't going to have the best shit you've ever seen here, all right, then there's no need to have it here around at all. We didn't get the best out of the bunch. We got a raw deal. They dropped Roland Martin type niggas off over here, dude. All right. They dropped the Christine Clarks off over here. All right. We got these type of funky ass tethers. They dropped the Amanda Seals, all right, type of tethers over here. All right. We got a raw deal. All right. That's what they mean by the best and the brightest niggas that they can control. All right. Yes. Folks that will abide by whatever bullshit standards that they have politically to go and take their message and tuck it up underneath their arm like the goddamn newspaper and come deliver it to us. All right. No, the problem is that nobody gives a shit about Roland Martin. All right. No, they don't, man. All right. You're going to turn that. If you are listening to it in the morning, nigga, you plan on going back to sleep, nigga. All right. You're not listening to that to wake up. All right. To get your energy pumping. All right. No, it isn't, man. That's for that's for the senior home only. He cares about his old support. This is not just me talking. This is what he said way back when. He said young people don't vote. That's what he said. All right. Now he's tried to change his language up recently here, but it's too late, nigga. All right. Yeah, talking about he want to speak to the younger people and the younger demographic and all that. Man, they don't want to speak to you. All right. Yeah, that's the problem. All right. Yes, indeed. We've already geared them up here. When you have people that are direct Democratic shields where you can look up and see visible paperwork of Kamala Harris's reelection campaign paying this nigga. All right. Yeah. All right, dude, you're compromised. This is why you didn't ask any serious question for black people up there. All right. No, he's trying to make sure that he still has access to the cocktail party. You don't represent us. All right. Him, Tavis Smiley, the damn, what the hell's his goddamn bean here? Tom Joyner. All right. Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, all of these old bootlicks that you have out here. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Sambos. All right. No, they don't represent anything as far as in black society that we respect, dude. When you got somebody in here who's such a coward, in Steve Harvey's case here, where you telling us to not talk about reparations. All right. Yeah, like, what are you, nigga? You got a whole damn horse ranch, nigga. All right. Yeah, you know how expensive horses is to feed. All right. Yeah, this old damn beanhead nigga. He's running around here looking like a boiled hot dog, nigga. All right, Steve Harvey. All right. Yeah, you got a whole damn horses ranch and you sitting up in here telling black people what we don't need. All right. Yeah, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, absolutely. When I say old niggas, all right, old, decrepit, boot licking, selling out niggas. All right, you in front of Kamala Harris, you're supposed to be going ahead to grill this woman with questions for black people. Instead, he's letting us black people know where our standards shouldn't be. All right, as he's sitting there with a big ass plate with more money, goddamn it, than he can count. All right, yeah, those are the niggas that we don't allow to speak anymore. All right, yeah, we've delegitimized you too. All right.
Ohio, the Reverend Carl Ruby, who ministers to the Haitian community that is there.
Yeah.
And also with...
There goes their minister. This is the Haitian minister that you see on the screen right there. All right. Notice he's non-black. All right. Or should I say non-Haitian? All right. Hold on here. Yeah, this is their minister. All right. Hold on. Say so much for black people having some type of colonized mind. You talk about Friedman here, dude. All right. No, it's your choice to where you want to practice that religiously, dude. All right. And this is your pastor. All right. Hold on here one more time here.
Thus is MS Now contributor Paula Ramos, who's done extensive coverage of the situation at the U.S.-Mexico border and on all immigration issues across this country. Alex, I'm going to start with you, just in case anybody forgot the racist things President Trump and others around him have said about Haitian migrants living in Springfield during the campaign. I have a reminder.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Alex, these are members of the community, doctors, healthcare workers, engineers, people who tried to do everything right in their process of resettling in the United States. How is the community handling this news and the fact that it may feel like the rug could be pulled out from under them at any moment?
Turns out the government tracks a lot of data, and it's scattered all over the place. Data on pricing.
Yeah, that don't mean anything to me. All right. Yeah, you got Lucifer, as he said, sitting here in front of you. They're trying to teach you about Christianity. All right. No, not at all. All right. Conversation backwards. Yes, and do not forget to support the channel in here. Don't forget to show your love here. I'm going to make sure that I do put all my extra information up in there. But I want to go ahead to switch gears for a second here. I got some other things in here to show y'all that is more important. And this comes from CC Friedman. All right. That was like 11 minutes long. I'm not just going to sit there in a bubble and listen to people run their damn mouth about stuff I already know. All right. I'm good. All right. That's all that was. That's why I just cut it off. All right. Yeah. It's 10 minutes long. You're sitting here looking at this like, all right. Okay. All right. I understand. All right. Yeah. Let's just save us both some damn time. Let's get to Megyn Kelly. All right. And she says, my caption is only meant to highlight the fact that Megyn Kelly is a very specific about her use of words when she says what she says for immigrants to build their homelands. All right. Her underlining message, pure racism, but the part she got from the grassroots. All right. So what she's putting out here, period, is to say, and Ann Coulter does this too as well, and a bunch of other ones here. We've seen Trump do this too. All right, well, they'll go ahead and use Friedman terms, all right, to speak upon the immigrants out here. All right, this is how they'll go ahead to talk about it. And they do this here, number one, for that secure case that they know that there's security and safety into that. All right. They recognize, man, this is what we got a lot of y'all wide open. You don't have Friedman support upon this immigrant issue politically. You ain't got it. It's been snatched completely away. People are just calling you out. All right. So with that, you can't even sit in front of people and lie no more. All right. That makes you vulnerable. All right. Oh, yeah. What I said, what I told y'all in here, I told you to being delegitimized. Part of that has to do is you can't sneak your funky tools around no more. All right. People that die, they know who you are before you even move. All right. Yeah. You done spotted yourself. You done said something weird in the comment section. You done did something. All right. We're like, oh, okay. We're on alert. All right. We're on code. We're on alert. God damn it. All right. Wait, did I just see a bowl of damn jollof rice? All right. And a bad hairline. All right. Hold on. We're on alert. All right. We ain't calling you out, but we're watching you. We're waiting. All right. For that damn tether moment. All right. When you let it all hang out. Certain questions that be asked here and all right. In the lines of, oh, what does foundational Black American mean? What does that mean? What does that truly mean? No. All right. When you already know what it means. All right. Folks just trolling, rather trying to get attention and do extra. All right. No, we went to go ahead to shut the tethers down. All right. And the dominant society understands that it's fair game. All right. There are not going to be any reinforcements coming in here. All right. No, I can just line you right up. All right. No, free of charge. All right. Hold on here.
Look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go.
Lord. You see, no, people call me harsh, dude. All right. I get called harsh every day. Somebody say, oh, that's wrong. All right. No, this racist white woman got her foot straight through the door like SWAT. All right. Standing niggas up straight, dude. All right. Stand up straight. All right. Yeah. Get the hell out of here. All right. Yeah. This is how she's putting heat on your ass, dude. All right. And this is what it means. No, for Trump's goons. She's still one of Trump's goons. I know she don't like him right now. Whatever. All right. Yeah. But for his goony goons, all right, to move like a wolf pack, nigga, and start getting a piece of your ass, dude. All right. Yes. All right. Like he said, like Pops missing his britches off of Friday, nigga. All right. Missing a piece of his work suit. All right. Hey, he had a hole in the back of his, all right, yeah, in his dog seat. All right, yeah. He said, I went over to go and hit to grab the fence. He said, the dog grabbed my ass. He said, I told you. All right, that's how they got your ass out, nigga. All right, slam like that. All right, and it's simply on the circumstances that y'all thought going ahead to violate what Friedman had in these courses of reparations, to undermine us, to do all of these damn extras was going to get you something. At the end, there is no possible deal with the devil that you can make to stop them from turning around and saying, your turn, nigga. All right. Yes, we're bored. All right. Let me put some of this on your ass. All right. Come on, you're the closest person in proximity, and ain't nobody gonna look at me. All right. No, white supremacy needs somebody to abuse, dude. All right. Hold on.
Home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if
go into the pieces of the racism. Yeah, and that is by the cases that the government has allowed these damn things. Where you said, he's talking about don't want to assimilate. You're speaking to the cases of some of the Asians here and some of these other foreigners that you see. All right, where they got their own communities and own spots set up here, Hoss, and this is the way that they move. All right, but from the backing with the economics that you fed to all of these groups, this is why they feel like they're allowed to do this. All right. No, I'm going to be papered up regardless. And you've done this to use black folks here. As you said, there's the pawn. We have finally removed ourselves from this picture, which says that, all right, you want all these little buffer classes up in here? It's been 3 weeks of the boycott. There are people with literally putting gates down in front of their business that they're refusing to even open it up, dude. All right. That's how bad business is going for some of these damn Asians out here. And that's what we said. It's a redistribution of wealth. And it points back to this bullshit about all y'all working together so hard, this, that, and the third, and good teamwork and all. If that's the case, then why ain't the Asians helping the other Asians financially with the money that they've already accumulated? All right. No, stay afloat by going to support one another. Why does everything rely upon black people's dollar, your black base? All right. Yeah, you see how quick we can shut individuals down here, Hoss, without saying a word to them? All right. Just shut you down, nigga. Quiet. All right. You better go fake laugh around the back of your store and smoke a cigarette, nigga. All right. That's what you better do. Quiet, dude. All right. I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. All right. Yes. I'm talking about shut you down. All right. And we ain't even looking your damn direction. All right. Yep. And it's irony because we've watched for years seeing all of these damn Asian folks sit up in here. I'm talking about talk cash shit about us here, Hoss. Follow your kids around the damn store. All right. All this funky ass discrimination here for nothing. Some of y'all folks spending money regardless here. I mean, before the circumstances of Instacart and what have you here, dude. All right. Yeah. People were getting taken advantage of. All right. Yeah. You go in them damn stores and they will be overcharging your ass on purpose. All right. Yes, indeed. Outdated goddamn snacks and little bullshit TV dinners and shit that you know that you can go ahead to get from rather Walmart or something. And they got that shit marked up top dollar. All right. Yeah. Because they know for some of y'all, goddamn it, rather you ain't got this app yet here, Halls. All right. Yeah. Or you just trying to hurry up and purchase what's convenient. All right. Which because you got your stamps and that shit is burning in your pocket. And they taking advantage of as much of my people as they can with that bullshit. I make sure I got this spelled correctly here. That's just my joint right here. Mm-hmm. All right. Don't forget to make sure that you do support the channel in here. All right. I got to put my information in the comment section. All right. No, I ain't been seeing my good folks come through. Let me know that you're still all right, that the love is still here, man. Let me know that that is still alive and well. All right, I got new settings and setups for everything now, man. I've had to switch up some stuff for my own security, man, so everything don't keep looking the same. Let me get back here to her.
You're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry.
Damn.
I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people. This is the whole cats and dogs thing. Like they don't want to live like Americans live. And this was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way of allowing someone permanent residency here. And they take advantage of all of our public services and our.
And there's a bunch of racism there, it is, but there's a bunch of truth. When you got a joker, it comes from Jamaica, right? And he's supposed to be working here for 1 week. That's what his green card is here for. All right. And that nigga has been here now for 31 years. All right. No, that's the hustle, man. You know what you're doing. All right. Praying like hell, God damn it. All right. That don't nobody know who you is. They don't never catch you to send your ass back to where you know you're supposed to be at. All right. Foul, nigga, abusing our system with no pressure put on your ass to force you to have to go home. They would not allow that shit for us, dude. You would not be able to stay one moment longer than you there. First and foremost, y'all people from some of y'all lands in here, the continent, the Caribbeans. All right. When you get into town, there's somebody in here new. It's a bunch of snitching. Y'all tell everybody. All right. Okay. Wait to tell. All right. So your ass wouldn't be able to hide nowhere. All right. Oh, loud mouth. God damn it. Look, nigga, ain't nobody's business sacred over there. All right. I said, by the time you pull up, them niggas know you there. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Shit.
They
That's
don't
one thing I do know.
want to live like Americans live. And this was supposed to be a temporary, it was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way of allowing someone permanent residency here. And they take advantage of all of our public services and our.
Yes, indeed, man. All right. Yes, indeed. Like I said here, for her case, all right, she did exactly what we thought she was going to do here. All right. No, and it's a good deal of her support here is from folks from them lands here. What y'all have learned, short and sweet, is that you ain't got no damn representation. I don't care if you're looking at her what's the dude's name? Tim Pool, Matt Walsh, any one of these jokers, they're all one and the same, nigga. It's all the same. All right. Ben Shapiro. All right. It's all the same, dude. All right. No, it's just, whatever spin version of what you think you're getting. All right. I'm hearing the same bullshit. Candace Owens. No, I'm hearing the same trash here. All right. They may have their different mediums and stuff that they're talking about, but yeah, your tools. All right. Yeah, exactly. Your tools for the dominant society. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for the cases and the circumstances where you talk about Candace, because what Trump did with that picture that he put out there about her was to strip it down to simple context, is what we showed you here, which is without the political support, without the machine, without all these millions of dollars, she got poor skin pigmentation here. All right. Yeah, her shit is all messed up in here. Her hair was raggedy. All right. They can find one of these niggas anywhere. That's what it showed you. All right. It wasn't rocket science. You can come over here and line up the most competent and intelligent Sambos you could find, dude. That's not what she was, dude. All right. That's what he exposed just by showing that picture. All right. Yes, indeed. No, that much. All right. Absolutely here. All right. When I sat there to see that, I'm like, damn, dude. Okay. Well, constructing a Sambo doesn't take that. All right. There ain't a whole lot of expenses that go to that. Mm-hmm. No, this is why as quick as they have to throw a tool away, they can have a fresh one right there in front of your face. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, as fast as they can go ahead to break one of their tools. All right. They got Coleman Hughes standing in front of you. All right. Yes. We got this damn goddamn it, a sweet and low nigga in front of you, where that personality case for him, some of these guys I'm talking about, man, is straight from the dumpster can. If it's not about arguing politically against Friedman and something that we got going and just being a complete shield and a Sambo, they really ain't got no personality. That Joe Rogan interview with Coleman Hughes, that displayed that, dude. Joe Rogan was in there for an hour and a half talking about swords and shit. All right. No, so he said swords and something about virtual reality and something about laser swords. And yeah, it was weird. The Coleman Hughes just sit there nodding his head, man, looking stupid. All right. No, he's dull. He has no personality whatsoever, dude. He doesn't. All right. Yes. That's why I say those 3-hour interviews for Joe Rogan's case is very important, because you're going to get a clear opportunity to find out who you're dealing with. There's going to be enough sound bites and clips for him to be able to break that down and, to shop it through the internet here. All right. And for Coleman Hughes cases, nigga, that was a shipwreck, nigga. All right. It was trifling. All right. Yes, indeed, man. If I got to go ahead to learn anything, number one, all right, no, he ain't got no damn personality. Number two, that's one of Megyn Kelly's best friends. All right, that's one of her black friends. All right. Yeah, I have a black friend. My buddy Coleman Hughes, he named him like, oh God. All right. Yes, that explained every goddamn. All right. Yes. All right. She definitely named him Halls when she had to go mention her black friend. She was on Bill Maher's show when he did that. All right. I do remember that though. All right. No, with his racist ass too as well. All right. Oh, Mr. I'm laying up with sisters so I can come and sneak in here and say the N-word. He might have brought Ice Cube and Simone Sanders there to go check him or what have you. But little stuff like that, I don't forget, because as he here and there takes his jabs at Dave Chappelle and he says stuff about Dave, the truth of the matter is, with a guy like Bill Maher is, he wish he was Dave Chappelle. All right, there it is, dude. That's why he always throwing them jabs the way he do. Dave can just sit on the stage, smoke a cigarette, and talk his shit. All right, and people gonna love it. All right, yes, indeed. All right, and he wish he can walk into that, and the people ain't never respected him there like that, dude. All right, that's why Bill Maher be sitting back here hating. All right, yes, indeed. Anytime they got any case where they throwing criticism towards Dave, you go look in Bill Maher's direction. All right, yeah, well, we know what it is. All right, it's the cases, especially talking about comedy there. All right, comedy there amongst black people and being anointed, nigga, is something that you earn from decades of work, dude. All right, yeah, you don't just get that. All right, understand, even for people like Eddie Murphy and others, nigga, they were at the height of their career getting all these praise from some of the new comedians coming in here. All right, yes, folks like Bernie Mac here, labeled as one of the kings there. All right, I ain't really, even for the kings of comedy, dude, y'all seen it, they let him go last, right? All right, no, you put the best out there last. All right, yes, indeed, that's how you make sure that the program is successful. All right, hold on here. All right, give me 1 second, fair use.
Every other race, every other group of people that were harmed and negatively impacted in America, including the Japanese, the Native American, the Jewish people, everyone has received compensation for their suffering, except for African American people. And unfortunately, we know and fully acknowledge that we helped build the entire country. So for us to never receive even a discount, even a discount of any sort on anything because of our suffering, it makes me angry, and it makes me angry for my son. It makes me angry for his children.
Let me make sure I heard all this correctly here. I know it's going in slow-mo, but I got to play it back. I just came back in here.
Every other race, every other group, even a discount, even...
Let me go past this part.
Except for African American people. And unfortunately, we know and fully acknowledge that we helped build the entire country. So for us to never receive even a discount, even a discount of any sort on anything because of our suffering.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this lady is talking about, nor do I support. I've never even heard anything here in this case here before. Not this is her picture right here, but if y'all know who this is, please let us know here, because last time I checked, it's not us about getting a discount there from the government. And I've never heard that. Give me a moment. Of this is a case of a person overreacting in here in a circumstance where you playing basketball. I don't like all this old extra aggressive stuff because you ain't good, you ain't got no game. All right, yeah, so you trying to fight everybody on the court, dude. Yeah, if you want to go fight, go put a pair of boxing gloves on. They playing basketball. All right, can you hoop or not? All right, that displays there in the game. If you can't play defense, it's going to show. All right, yeah, if you can shoot well, you got good moves, it's going to show. You can't go ahead to bluff your game. This is one thing I like about the circumstances of basketball there. All right, yes, if you got it, you got it. It shows. Doesn't even matter if you're in a trash team or not. All right. You can hoop. When that ball gets in your hand, everybody on the court has to look out. All right. No, it might come from your side, dude. All right. That's how good some of these players are. I've always been a person, at least for myself here, where look, I'm trying to get on fire and get my jump shots in early. All right. No, the best time to get me the ball is early. All right. Yeah, I need to hurry up and catch fire. I know I might miss a couple. All right. But if I can come in there just to go ahead to knock down one, I didn't found my range. All right. And that's enough for me, man. All right. But I'm going to check this situation off here in a box here of ways in which you don't behave if you came to play basketball. All right. Give me 1 second. Fair.
Over me. Come on, stop. Yo. Take the ball. I got Papa check. Stop booking. Stop booking. Yeshua, them dirty ass.
Damn, dude. All right. Yeah, come on, man. No, he just blew past you. All right. What happens is he blew past him. He couldn't defend him. So you grab him by the waist and do that. All right. Now let's just watch. I wanted to slow this down for a reason. All right. Let's go ahead and keep picking this up.
That's Jordan can't even keep him on your feet. Come on, play.
Huh? Oh, man. White boy can play.
Y'all can't fuck with us.
No, white boy got killed. Yeah, look.
I'm here.
White boy, look at him.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, man.
So stupid. You look stupid. You jumped over me. You jumped over me. You jumped over me. Yo.
Yeah, that is some suckerism. He ain't purposely. Look, man, he got a right to keep his placing on the floor. If you jumping around all out of control, all right, that ain't on him. All right. The bucket is if you were paying attention to the play, the shot, the way he came in there to go ahead to put the bucket in there to lay up, it's already in there. All right. You don't need to jump 30 feet in the air. All right. That's your pride right there. All right. You're trying to prove your intimidation so much in here. You're losing sight in here that you're actually playing a basketball game. All right. That's why I say get hot head niggas like this off the court. You should be dunking on people. All right. All right. He is hot.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
So he misses it. Comes back to get the rebound. All right. To get the point is over. Look.
You look so stupid. You look stupid. You jumped over me.
All right. Yeah. As I look at it now, I don't know. All right. Because you had all this dirty play going on anyway. All right. And hold on.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
I don't know now. Yeah. All right. No, because it looks like he did try to come in there and dunk it, but he lost his footing. And like I said, he don't got to have your ass and everything all on him. All right. No, you're not obligated to do that, man. Look at where his butt is, dude. All right. Yeah, man, get off of me. All right. This is inappropriate. All right. His hand, he got one hand on the rim. All right. His booty is right in your face. All right. You're going to try to get out of here. All right. No, any heterosexual man I know, you're going to try to remove yourself from this situation. All right. Yeah, I understand. So when he ducked him, yeah, he tried to get out of there.
You look so stupid. You look stupid. You jumped over me. You jumped over me. You jumped over me.
Yeah, and then he goes and steals him, like he punches him or what have you. Yeah, this is just, I don't support stuff like this, man. All right? Yeah, you so pressed to try to make sure that you didn't get embarrassed, you embarrassed yourself. That's what happened. All right? No, that's exactly what happened. All right? Yeah, he shot a bucket on you. All right? And he went to get his own rebound, then put another one up on you. And as he was jumping up there at the rim, as the ball that went inside the hoop, all right, yeah, main man tried to move his body out the damn way here, Halls. And as he's doing that, you come down your ass in on the back of his head, all right, yeah, and land on the ground. Shit, some folks need to watch what they're doing, dude. All right, yeah, that in the cases of yeah, man, don't come in there all fired up like that, Halls. All right. The fact that you were so damn angry is the reason why I feel like he kept getting an extra step. No, he was using his speed. He was being more elusive. He was out here trying to be a brick wall. Like, look, man, I'm angry. Who gives a shit, man? All right. No, if I'm hooping and I want to play some damn ball, ain't nobody got a problem with good defense, man. All right. But nobody want to see the fake Debo on the court neither. All right. Yeah, you're dulling the game, man. All right. Like you're going to intimidate a nigga into not shooting the ball up. All right, yeah, like man, get out of here, nigga. All right, so, but you know the equations with that is somebody got to be scared first, right? All right, no, and the white boy wasn't scared. All right, you got to be scared. All right, if they're intimidated, dude, then you might got something going. All right, but you first got to be scared, dude. All right, and there was no need to have any fear in that situation. All right, not at all, man. All right, because a person symbolizing and going to all of these cases about how they gonna get it popping here, chances is they not. All right, we already know that. You loud, you rowdy, you're doing all this extra, man. Those are terms of fear. All right, yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. All right, no, that white dude came out there to play basketball. I'm not going to scrutinize him. All right, no, sir. Mm-mm. All right. Some things have to do with the layers of overall competence. All right. And how you willing to accept the earth, man. All right. You came to play ball and that's all you came to do. Well, guess what? He was going to dust you. All right. Shit. There's always, man. I would grow up in here. There's always a white boy, man. That's the goods that can shoot, that'll sneak on the court looking like damn Ronald McDonald. All right. And give you the business. All right. No, and there's always been one. All right, even when I was younger, dude. Yeah, niggas will hustle you to have that cat and sneak right up on you. All right, and bust your ass for $150, nigga. All right, come kick your ass. You be sitting in here thinking about, man, we about this. This is about to be the easiest money ever. Shit. All right, yes. You understand, man. All right, you don't be duped in this case and layer to think that it's some white boys out here that can't hoop. It's plenty of them that can play. All right, yeah. You make sure you got your game ready. Mm-hmm. Shit. All right. That white boy was about to get busy out there. All right. He had a Jason Kidd-like style going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little bit it was more kind of like a Josh Giddey. All right, with a little bit of Jason Kidd, some, yeah, he had a decent style. He had his little step back, like he'd been practicing the James Harden shot. They've been, a lot of them been invested into looking at Luka Doncic. They now got an example that's something similar. All right, they didn't rip us off, of course. All right, to what Friedman doing over here. All right, and our step backs, they done got Luka. All right, they've been able to maintain individuals like the Joker. All right, and which the Joker, I'm gonna go ahead for both of those players. They are incredible here. All right, great. Especially when I go ahead to talk about the Joker here first, because to be coming out here damn near averaging a triple-double, all right, every game, to be doing that the way that he was doing and picking up the impact that he had at the 5 is incredible. Now, that legacy for averaging a triple-double every game for 3 years straight, that goes to Russell Westbrook. All right, that shit will possibly never, ever be done again in history. Now, you can call it a whole bunch of stat padding, but what the hell do you call what LeBron James is doing in his career right now? All right, what's the difference? All right, oh, you're actually tolerating him. You like him. All right, no, people don't really give a shit for Russell Westbrook. All right, they can't wait to start talking shit about Russell Westbrook. All right, yeah, he ain't got to do nothing wrong. All right, all you got to do is be sitting there. All right, yeah, I can't stand this nigga right here. All right, but what did he do? He's breathing air. All right, yeah, man, Russell caught hell, man, being one of the best players on the floor for Denver, even for that year they got put out. All right, he came out there lighting it up. All right, so he's always tried to prove his worth, even in his elder statesman side of his career here. All right. And helping getting other young players right. But I want to go on over here for a second. I know I did have something to show you guys about Game of Thrones there. And this was Olenna Tyrell. I think she was talking about the cases of what Daemon fears about Aemon here. And it was a deep message as she was sitting there talking about it. Because, of course, their bloodline is the same here. And I thought she originally was just speaking about the cases of he sees himself as a young person in Daemon, or excuse me, in Aemon or what have you. He can see himself. But it wasn't just that part. It wasn't that simplified. All right, it's something that you can only hear from an Olenna Tyrell type of voice. All right, to be able to get the message. This is why I say for the original Game of Thrones, I always loved her character. All right, because she was able to be a sweet individual, but very blunt and straightforward, no matter who she was talking to. All right, I don't care if it was the High Scepter, Tywin Lannister, Cersei. All right, yeah, she let you know what the deal was. All right. Yes, indeed. She kept it gangster all the way down to her last scene where she told Jamie that she was responsible for killing Jeffrey. All right. Yeah. Olenna Tyrell. All right. Was one of, I would say, one of the favorite characters out of Game of Thrones for a lot of people. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. This is her explaining Daemon's fear of Aemon. All right. We'll be right back in a moment here. All right. I can go and sum this up here. And thank y'all. Much love to the good people. Don't forget to smash the like button.
Do you know why Aemon Targaryen became what Daemon Targaryen feared most? People say it was because Aemon claimed Vhagar, that the largest dragon made him dangerous. How simplistic. Aemon did not frighten Daemon because of Vhagar. He frightened him because he became something far worse. A younger version of himself. You see, Daemon had always been the storm. Reckless, fearless, untouchable. But Aemon? He was born in Daemon's shadow and sharpened by humiliation. Mocked as a boy. Ignored as a second son. Forced to become stronger. Where Daemon embraced chaos, Aemon learned discipline. Where Daemon fought for glory, Aemon fought to prove himself. And that made him dangerous in a way even Daemon understood. Because the most terrifying enemy is not your opposite. It is someone who carries your fire, without your weaknesses. And when Daemon looked at Aemon, my dear, he did not see a prince. He saw the monster he might have become, had life made him crueler.
And that's a damn deep message there to its core. All right. It is, man. Even for y'all to see Aemon's character, which is like weird, the way he interacts with his mother, all that strange. Luckily, we only got to see that once because the story makes sure that we only got to see that once. All right. As he leaves to go to Harrenhal. So, yeah, but he don't know how to show affection. So he just he moves around real awkward and weird. All right. That's what that scene for him and his mother was looking like. All right. Yeah. So y'all seen that strange kiss and all that stuff like that, man. Yeah, that was awkward, man. All right. But as they speak for the terms of the book and his character for Aemon, yeah, he's socially awkward. He don't know how to show affection there at all. All right. No, not really. All right. But he knows how to raise the hammer down on your head. All right. And that big ass dragon there, Vhagar, I guess what his sister's sake, because she said she's a dreamer, is she said that he did not feel fear from the time that he picked up Vhagar here, all the way up until he's seen Rhaenyra's dragons, because he understands if he goes up against them, he will die. All right. Yes, indeed. No, and that was something that Allison used to be able to manipulate him. And she was talking about, oh, you should have been the first son. All right. Yeah, parts of these niggas, the ego and shit is broken. All right. Damaged and every damn thing else. He's the second son and all this other shit, man. So he's just, his eye is gone. All right. He's walking around here with a bunch of grief. All right. Yeah. He's one of the most excellent swordsmen that you have there. All right, and Westeros. All right, yeah. Yeah, so he's truly, goddamn it, the sword and bone, nigga, to the gut. That's what he is. All right, big stinking ass dragon. All right, yeah, you understand? Yeah, I'm talking about walking around with his chest out. All right, that's all I'm talking about since a kid. This is all he's had to go ahead to experience. He ain't used to anybody giving him any pushback with that big ass dragon. All right, right. And this is also in the story, as I told y'all, why Rhaenyra is going to have so many problems, because, or as they already revealed to you, the hammer is going to turn on her. All right, that other little drunk that you got around there. All right, talking about some, I get a castle. All right, not understanding you're a knight, and you know the other what you call it? He said Valerian son there broke it down. He said, well, he was like, yeah, I get a castle. After this is over, I get a castle. And he was telling him, he's like, you're a knight. You don't get a castle. He said, what does a knight get? He said, you get a horse. And he was like, what do I need with a horse when I got this big ass dragon? All right. Yeah. Which makes all the sense in the world. All right. Don't get me wrong. That makes sense. All right. Yeah. What's the purpose here of risking life and limb? All right. I can die, dude. One of these arrows can come and hit my heart and I'm gone. All right. What's the use of me risking life and limb? All right. For a bullshit ass title in here, knowing that I have effectively one of the biggest goddamn dragons that's still breathing. All right. Yeah. What's the point? You go to take them. This is why they said for the dragon seed thing in here was always going to be a piece of a disaster, because once they recognize what type of power that they had in front of you, if you didn't already make the right deal with them, they were going to be compromised some type of way. You make a person like that a lord. All right. Yes, that's what you have to do. They get a castle, as the dude says. All right. No, it's not about you questioning it. The horse is about you getting it done. All right. And in her mind, they didn't want to upset the other lords. You understand? By taking and putting them in a place of a lord. These commoners, that you would say. All right. But the problem is, like I told y'all already here, dude. All right. Well, then that puts you in lines for you to be traded on. So they're going to duck out. At least one of them are going to duck out there to the greens here. All right. The hammer. I think the hammer is going to end up getting stabbed to death by at least hitting the heart with a sword by the guy that you've seen in there smelling that damn, what you call it, salt, man. All right. That's going to be the person that kills him. All right. Because at some point he's going to go ahead and he's going to be trying to be the king himself. All right. No, he ain't going to be aligned with the blacks or the greens. All right. He's going to try to run his own thing. All right. I believe he's going to turn on her at first, or he's going to label himself the true king here, Halls, and he's going to have followers and shit around. All right. So that's how part of his story is going to go here. All right. It's going to be a bunch of confusion jumping off in this damn story, just to warn people here ahead of time. All right. A lot of confusion. All right. The other Joker's going to go ahead to work there with Rhaenyra's crew there. All right. I forgot how he ends up getting killed, but he gets murdered some type of way here. All right. A lot of them folks, they get caught relaxed and they get caught slipping. All right. Even with their own people. All right. You letting certain people around that ain't even supposed to be close like that. And you don't even know exactly what your affiliation is with them. All right. Yeah. And you end up getting yourself murked. Now, a big part here of the Game of Thrones, and I hope they put this on this Game of Thrones here and they extend it, because Kragan Stark at, past the age of 18 or so, he needs to arrive. All right. And this is a spoiler alert too. All right. Yeah. What you call it? They're going to point when after Rhaenyra gets eaten by Aemon's dragon here, after he gets burnt and eaten here, and they proceed from that, he ends up getting poisoned by what we say his hand of the king was Lawrence Valerian, that one dude. All right, I believe he's supposed to be the hand of the king. All right, but he ends up in cahoots with 11 other people that they brought forth. The one dude with the bad foot or the bad leg, he's supposed to be one of them. What the story says. All right. And the context with that here, Kragan Stark is in the winter wolves that he has there, the 8,000 men that he has. He's able to assemble power because everybody else's armies are depleted. So there wasn't nobody else that was strong enough that had any form of an army in proximity that could oppose it. All right. Now there was some folks from the the gold company coming. All right, a few thousand of them, but they were along the way. All right, and the way that Kragan Stark's justice was here, Halls, as they said, was swift. All right, and it wasn't usually questioned at all. All right, I mean, nigga, if you were going to be executed, he was going to put you to the sword himself. That's how they do it in the North, nigga. All right, no, they take your head. All right, who passes the sentence takes your head, nigga. All right, that's how they do. It's the same way you seen Jon Snow take out what you call it? What the hell was his damn name? That pussy ass dude with the bald head. All right. Shit, I can't even think of his goddamn name here. The one that would pissed himself in the corner during that damn fight here. All right. But he took he took one of them jokers out there and cut his head off here. Robb Stark did the same thing to the Karstarks lord that they had over there. And I think that was one of the stupidest parts in the story. Anybody looking at the story knew something was bad was going to happen after that because you lose a large piece of your army. All right, going to go do that. There's going to be casualties in war. You understand? You don't take a risk like that. You have to follow these things to the line politically. All right. And that's why I would say Tywin Lannister was one of the smartest people to stay into the line politically. He did these things. Those were his duties during the time of the Mad King. Yeah, to be the hand. All right. So he's always, you can say, like a similarity between him and Otto Hightower is he understands how the realm looks at things politically. All right. Yes. Before they hung the rat catchers and all that shit with Aegon's stupid ass. All right. Yeah. His grandfather had something out here that made Rhaenyra look horrible. Yeah. You cutting the heads off of babies. All right. They had a funeral and everything out here for the public so the folks can look out and grieve. And all right. Yeah. He knew what he was doing in the streets politically, what the other lords will say, all this other stuff in here. He knew how to move. All right. Even down to that one lady, that's the Varys or what have you. That's how they ended up finding Aegon in the first place. She was hiding him. All right. You remember, he didn't even want to be king. All right. Not at all. He was drunk somewhere. All right. So all that has just been I say here, a bad idea. But I told y'all, Aegon's going to get free because that dragon his dragon's going to find him. All right. And when he does, all right, you can imagine what happens to everybody else. All right. Yeah, except for Solaris, nigga. All right. He might be the only person that makes it. All right. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. We understand how Aemon and what you call situation. But Kragan Stark, man, is going to I think he's going to send Sir Loras to the wall, nigga. He's going to send him to the wall. He had a bunch of defenders and what have you there. I think he's going to send him to the wall. He's going to put what you call it to the sword, man. The nigga with the bad legs. All right, because what they said he represented is that guy jumped on the best deal he can get as soon as he can get it. All right, he was just an opportunist. He was another version of Littlefinger. All right, but worse, he was Littlefinger and Varys wrapped all in one. All right, yes, indeed, that's what that little bad foot dude is. All right, that's at least how I analyze him. Y'all might see him differently than me here, but anytime you. All right, he's going ahead. It's nothing to him for the guys who are riding the horses, all right, to get murdered like that. You seen him in the last episode? All right, they was getting ready to take their heads, all right, and the guy was like, no, you might lose your head to such an overstep. He said, this is the challenger. You can charge whatever you want to, as we can keep us as living hostages, all right. He looked at the guards, looked up at the other dude, two dudes behind. He was like, all right, like, who are those guys? He's like, no one of consequence. That's when he took his thumb and kind of put it across his throat. and they put him down. All right. Yeah. All right. Serious business. So that's what the cases of anybody crossing, you got to kneel and say you denounce the false god Aegon. All right. And you support Queen Rhaenyra, and she has your full, all right, you have to swear an oath, nigga. All right. To pass. And if you don't, they're going to kill you. All right. That's what they're there for. All right. No, just simple math. They ain't even that damn competent. All right. They're not, especially when you were going to sit there and cut their heads off anyway. All right. Sir Lewis had to say, hey, man, you might lose your own head for such a misstep. All right. Yeah, he had to stop. Even the niggas around him had to stop. Like, all right, everybody's just so much as savages. All right. Right. Yeah, you talking about back then, they got right down to the bone. He said, how far down to the bone, man? All right. No, a bunch of 2,000 old niggas rolling up. All right. Talking about we came to die for the Dragon Queen. All right. Yes, indeed, man. That's Raw and Uncut. All right. You show up and throw a nigga head. All right. Throw a nigga head through the grass. All right. Yeah, man. I believe that was one of the most powerful scenes that we seen in the last episode there, even though we didn't get to see the battle. All right. No, you understand what they're bringing now. When that army gets depleted damn near down to nothing. All right. This is when Craig Stark is going to get pissed off, and he's going to ride to King's Landing. And when he goes to get in there, like I said, because of them 8,000 soldiers that he has, he automatically takes power, dude. And nobody say nothing. He claims himself as hand of the king, nigga. All right. Yeah. And after he finished dispensing justice upon everybody in there, then he rode his ass back to Winterfell. All right. That's the true story. This is why they always call Craig Stark. No, he was the gangster. All right. Because he was a young man when he did all of this. All right. He's one of those damn folks said he established himself politically as well through Winterfell. He would go to all the other smaller houses that were associated that had banters and flags for Winterfell. He would go over there and eat and break bread with them and talk about and dispense justice on things that were going on politically. Right there, he would hear the commoners' issues. All right, but he made it a thing to go from damn Lord's house to spot here, Halls, to check up on everybody. That's why he got the respect that he did. All right, and the loyalty. You understand, for that Stark name, because they said that they were more joint as far as trade. Some of the old houses that used to be beefing with each other weren't beefing at that time. All right. They had more of a solid camaraderie there in the north underneath of Cragen. All right. No, because he was accessible here. And here. He was a person of his word. You understand? So he got a serious level of loyalty out of them damn the Northmen. All right. So much so, as I say, you can raise 2,000 graybeards, nigga. That's what he called them. All right. As he was sitting at the wall. All right. And instead of making the wall something that was bad, as far as you going there, if you're a murderer or a sex offender, or you're, you have whatever, this is like a life sentence. He made it something honorable to go to the wall. All right. Yeah, because he would still go in here to bring in new recruits and help folks go ahead to get their black coat and all of that other shit. He was doing that back and forth in between going home and all right. Yeah, they say Craig Stark was all over the place. All right. But he held it down and he supported the wall. During his time, they were able to guard all 17 goddamn castles on the wall. All right. That's how efficient he had the Night's Watch. All right, come on now. All right. So when he came to King's Landing like that, like I said, yeah, nobody tried to challenge him underneath of the cases of the younger Aegon, because at this time, the king himself was Rhaenyra's gone and that other Aegon is gone. So Rhaenyra's son, all right, is the king then. All right. So Craig Stark was his hand of the king. All right. That's what ended up happening. Now, originally that was to Loras Valerian, but when he got caught with his hand in the dirt, because Cragen started asking direct questions about who was responsible for what. All right, and that's how he started lining people up here, Halls. And what he said there for the message is that for the new king, I want to make sure that justice took place in here, Halls. All right. No, since we ain't got nobody to beef with. All right. We came to fight. All right. I'm mad. No, we lost all these graybeards got murdered. You understand? He's pissed off. All right. So because he had all of that extra heat, he wanted to give justice to somebody. All right. They started putting niggas down when they got a lot of people, all right, were forced to the sword. Majority of them. All right. A few of them got to pick and have a decision here upon things. And there was some extra, you understand, other people were able to put their 2 cents in and speak on your behalf. A few people got that, dude. All right. Majority of the people on that damn joint, they talk about for that list, got the sword. The master in there, the little black dude that didn't get his head chopped off. All right. Cragen's going to take his head, nigga. All right. No, don't worry, because Cragen going to take it. All right. Yes, indeed. If you wonder how you go. All right. Quick spoiler. All right. Same youngin, the same Cragen that they show you here. What's that in season? What is that? Season 2 or what have you? As you've seen Rhaenyra's son gathering people there from the phrase and all of this. It started there in Winterfell. All right. And you see him talking to Cragen right there at the top of the tower at the wall. All right. Yes, indeed. That's when he was like, yeah. And he said, I've got plenty of gray beards. All right. They've seen many winters. All right. Right. Yeah. And it shit, he wasn't bullshitting. All right. Yeah. Because when Daemon's army, at least for the River Lords, they had just got finished with the Lannisters that didn't flee. They took care of the rest of them. All right. Yeah. This is how they came amongst them out the woods like that. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they got those, like I said, the Starks are like the other Game of Thrones. The Starks have a big deal to do with the Dance of the Dragons. It just hasn't shown yet. Everybody's kind of already mentally in layers with the stuff that you already seen. Otto, Hightower, whatever the case is, folks are looking at the cases of him getting executed and all this other shit. But if you're seeing past that, dude, all right, no. Everybody who's supposed to get punished, dude, gets punished. All right. Nobody gets to get off the hook. All right. I'm just going to tell y'all early. All right. For whatever you think, you might think somebody made a deal to secure their safety or they don't. All right. No, Cragen Stark. All right. Cragen Stark makes sure none of that shit mean anything. All right. None of it. It's non-valid. Mm-hmm. Yep. Who killed this damn king? All right. I know this king wasn't worth shit. All right. Yeah, he was crippled and raggedy. All right. But who poisoned him? All right. That's what he was there for. All right. And the moment after he got finished, and I told you, dispensing justice, because he could have stayed there in that role. All right. Very well, dude. With nobody challenge him, dude, his hand in the king. He took his ass home, nigga. All right. He said, nigga, I'm going back to the north, dude. All right. You're in the north, even to the cases of Ned Stark is about honesty and dispensing justice, keeping shit real, dude. This is what he got killed for. That's why he got beheaded, because he was about to tell about them golden-haired children to them. All right. You don't watch the first season, you don't understand the whole cases there of why all these things were important. It was the war was based on for the same thing with John Aaron with getting poisoned with the tears of Lys here to start the cases of Robert going to go get Ned Stark, because that's the last person he trusted. All right. Yes, indeed. That started here from those cases here. All right. Of him being poisoned because he was searching in that same book that Ned Stark was looking at. And they told him that. And that book had to do what it had to do with is for all the Baratheon history, it showed that everybody has black hair, even the bastards. All right. Yes, they all got black hair. Where these goddamn silver-haired children come from? All right, excuse me, golden hair, yellow haired children come from? These are the pure Lannister children. All right, no, 110%. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Not one, not two, but three. Getting ready to blow his spot up here, like Ned sat here to do. He said, "Yeah, I'm not going to have Robert go off in here and do X, Y, Z. So I'm gonna give you some time for you to run and get your children out of here." Cersei ain't going nowhere. All right. Yeah, his honor got him killed. All right, damn sure did. I mean, for Craig and Stark's thing, there was a place of justice for the history books of the Starks. All right, no, you ain't getting away with nothing. I know Rhaenyra is dead, but that don't mean you safe. All right, I know the king is dead, but that don't mean that we good, nigga. All right, sit your ass down right here. No, everybody gonna get what they supposed to get. All right. No, because justice in the realm has to stay in order. If treason and all of this shit is not going ahead to be taken care of properly, then that means no matter how your name is or how high you are as a lord here, some type of way you can go ahead to skip some type of fair prosecution when it comes to justice, nigga. All right. No, you done broke some laws in here. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. That's why I say the Starks are that ending piece to Dance of the Dragons. That's what they are. All right. And you can go and look specifically for Craig Stark. All right. The young dude you seen in season 2. All right. Him. All right. He's going to be a little older then, of course. All right. When he's supposed to come in there and debo the whole shit. All right. And like I tell you here, from all this battling, fighting, dragons dying, all of this shit going on. All right. Aemon and Daemon are dead. All right. This is all post this stuff. All this stuff has happened already. All right. That's when they come to crash in here. Because like he said, all right, he felt solely responsible here. All right. For most of those the 2,000, winter wolves that he had dying, dude. He said most of them had been killed. Yep. And he was the only one that didn't grab up his real military. All right. Yeah. You damn right. All right. And he said he coming in and marching with 8,000 and you ain't got none, nigga. You got a skeleton crew. All right. You ain't got enough niggas to rob a pantry. All right. You understand? You don't have enough. All right. You ain't got enough jokers to rob a pantry in here. All right. Yeah, you have to sit down. It's like I said, nobody challenged them. But that it does have a good part to the story if you are an individual who appreciates justice. All right. That's what I mean here, too. If you appreciate the cases of justice, it's a good part to the end of the story. If for the Dance of the Dragon book's sake, if they're going to allow the entire story to be told. All right. I don't know. You understand? They're taking pieces in and taking parts out. But that is a major part. Yes, indeed. All right. Now, they said for the case of the future of the dragons and some of the smaller dragons, to get people to listen to the masters, all right, because the masters didn't get the maesters. They didn't get a whole bunch of respect and all of this extra sense of people looking at them as the first people of reason due to the magic, due to the cases of the dragons, due to all of this extra. Folks had reason to look outside of regular physics here when they seen different things in front of them. All right. So because the Meisters knew that, they poisoned the dragons so that the dragons wouldn't get too big. That's why the last ones were as small as they were, and they went to die off. All right. Just to give you deeper context. All right. On what happened to the dragon era and all. They intentionally did that shit. All right. So they can maintain this secret and strong ground of power. All right. The moment, all right, that they understand that these dragons are no more. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And they did whatever they had to do for the remainder eggs and whatever else. All right. But all right, for the most point, it was about poisoning the last dragons. That's why you heard Tywin Lannister was talking to Joffrey when he was in there. And he said the last dragons were the size of an apple. All right. Right. Yeah, that was the Maester's work. All right. To put them in charge fully of information. All right. That's the way they looked at it. We got to get all of this magic out of here. All right. All this old extremist magic stuff. We got to bring it, all right, to simple terms, simple terms where we don't have somebody running around here with a damn, all right, excuse me, somebody running around here with a nuclear bomb, dude. All right. Yeah, we got to eliminate them out of the game, period. All right. That way, when it comes to all information, you'll go to the meisters. All right. Medicine, everything. Understand? Right. Mm-hmm. And would I say it was effective? Sure. Yeah, it was. All the way up until Daenerys' dragons were hatched, it was effective. All right. And it put them exactly where they wanted to be at. Mm-hmm. No, for those saying, yeah, I mean, for anybody's case is trying to hold on to something. And I'll also say this here to y'all too. I had very a few respect for the meisters, but I did respect the meister that they had at for Winterfell. All right. No, he was respectable. All right. Man, with the Parcell. All right. Parcell had hookers in there. He was snitching and shit. All right. He wasn't even broken down like that, y'all. He wasn't broken down. All right. Tywin knew this. All right. Yeah. After he got finished doing whatever he was doing, he was out there grabbing fish and stuff out the water. He was going to go pick and scale fish and do all this stuff. All right. But Tywin was going to fish. He was getting his own fish. So as he grabbed up a couple of fish, yeah, and he was talking about why shouldn't I put you in the black dungeons? All right. That's when you heard Parcell talking properly and moving properly. And he just said, yeah, most people try to get larger and larger. I just stay small and stay out of the way. All right. Right. If they kept the scene in there with Sir Gregor Clegane in there harassing Sansa, all right, grabbing on her and all of that, all right, a lot of this shit wouldn't make sense for anything later on. All right, it wouldn't. All right, so I'm glad they deleted that scene. It's a whole bunch of other joints that they deleted in there that was inappropriate. All right, yeah. All right, I might have thought that was inappropriate. That was one of them. All right, but if there is a scene there that I would say that it told a lot there, that was the case is that Tywin understood everybody's hustle, everybody around him. And if you were fronting, dude, all right, no, he was going to put you on Front Street to let you know, hey, man, I'm on to your bullshit. All right, this nigga was limping around here, shaking and shit. All right, no, man, hey, he had Ross in there. All right, y'all remember he had Ross in there. He had one of them women in there. All right. Yeah, he said the one thing you need to know about kings is just one thing you need to know. All right. Yeah, I was happy when Tyrion kicked the door down, man. All right. Y'all remember he snitched to Cersei to tell her where he was going to send Marcella off to Dawn. All right. He gave every person a different story. He told Varys that he was going to send her off to the Ironborn. All right. Theon or something. All right. He told Littlefinger that he wanted him to sow seeds and, for the Vale. He wanted to join her to the Vale. All right. With Lysa's son. All right. Right. All right. And he only told Parcell that he was going to go ahead and give her off to the Darnish. All right. It was a smart trick upon him. All right, because he understood that on the cases of who set up here and told what here based on giving 3 different stories. All right, that's why he was able to kick the door in and snatch him up and throw him in the black cells. All right, yes, indeed, man. All right, for him to be the imp, you said the midget up in here, Hoss, he was one of the sharpest people on the show. All right, yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. And if you talk about something that is a foul coincidence upon this thing, I talk about Game of Thrones here a lot. That's the case that Tyrion Lannister was the most like his father out of all of his kids. All right, politically and everything. All right, yes, he was. For the child he hated the most, all right, was the most like him. All right, without all the rotten shit attached to him. All right. Yeah, he can govern. He can hold things down politically. No, he understood his opposition. All right. Yes, he knew how to maintain a city here, Halls. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Hold on 1 second. And I'm talking about being effective.
Who's got the better food?
Nigeria.
Okay, all right.
I was because there is real food. This one, I don't know what we eat in America.
Let's be clear. Daenerys wanted to do something to Jon Snow when his ass came in there. All right. He needed Tyrion. All right. Yeah, she was going to do something to him. All right. He wouldn't kneel. He wouldn't say my queen. He wouldn't do any of that. All right. He was in there like a northerner. All right. No, I ain't giving you nothing, Halls. All right. No, he said I'm King Snow. All right. Right. Hold on. Fair.
Who's got the better food?
All right. Let's get to this real quick. We're talking about Nigerian food here. All right. I don't want you to miss out. All right. Fair use.
Nigeria.
Okay, all right.
I was because there is real food. This
No
one, I don't know
doubt.
what we eat in America.
Nothing fake.
European food is still fresh and organic.
But it's
God, what? Do you just hear that? That's why we say here's the bull crap, man. European food is fresh and organic. They eat beans on toast over there, yo. All right, stop. All right, are you gonna be honest with people? Huh? Do I gotta say it? They eating beans on toast. All right, gravy and nuggets and shit. All right, please knock it off, man. All right, there is nothing. All right, that looks extremely delicious, dude. All right, over in the UK. All right, I'm sorry. All right, you can't sit up in here to try to play us. All right, I'm a freedman. We know good cooking. All right, hold on.
There is real food. This
No
one, I don't know what we
doubt.
eat in America.
Nothing fake.
European food is still fresh and organic.
But it's never
I don't
fake.
know, but like
You can't fake Nigeria.
All
the packaged foods.
Because I ate when I was in Nigeria, I was eating everything. Like I even ate literally a whole goats. Like this, they like whole barbecue goats. They put on the table. Yep, man, we ate that.
Goats
You
is
know,
my favorite.
but it's like I'm not feeling bloated. I'm not feeling like heavy, and I lost weight while I was in Nigeria eating all that food, eating fufu, eating jollof.
It's all pure.
everything.
I don't. Like, that part still does not. Because I mean, obviously, I did not grow up there. But I don't know how I lose weight when I go to Africa.
It is natural.
Yeah, like I
when
just
we want to
like,
eat.
But you eat
if
a lot though.
Yeah, but when we want to eat, because my dad is like, oh, I want to eat catfish pepper soup. His chef will go to the farm. They'll pluck the literally
real
catfish
deal.
right there and just cook it.
No.
I want to eat chicken. Go to the farm. Literally get
No
the chicken,
additives.
cook it. Yeah.
No, I think
right
all
there
the
and then.
other chemicals your body has a weight because we gain weight because of those chemicals. Your body stores certain fats. It's sort of a protection thing. But when it's real pure, like in Jamaica, they got, listen, when I was in Jamaica, they eat Kentucky Fried Chicken is big deal in Jamaica.
Yeah, I
They
love
say,
it.
yo, bomba clad, you man, I eat the Kentucky Fried Chicken. You ever go to KFC? I said, what? Kentucky Fried Chicken is like, you never had Jamaican KFC? You have to go. And I went, I was like, yo.
It's different.
Good. It's great.
Yo.
It's great.
And they say Trinidad is
Jamaican
better.
KFC?
Uh-huh.
The Jamaican KFC, listen, I went twice.
I drove
And
by it because I was like, I don't come to Jamaica
listen,
to eat
I
at
went there
KFC.
I don't
once,
ever
yeah, that
go
was
to
good.
KFC. They was like,
Can somebody please take a look at this at the bottom of this screen? All right. I'm not sure if this is a dog or whatever this is. All right. Hold on 1 second.
and my boy Calvin
Yeah, what is that, man?
Stiggy, he's like, you want to go to we're going to KFC. I said, what? For what? KFC? It's like, brother,
food
this
is
is
better.
Jamaican KFC. I go, mother. I said, and I'm like, later I go, can we go to KFC? Because it goes, there's no chemicals everything natural. The corn, natural, everything natural. The Jamaicans be mad lean.
Oh, yeah.
The fastest people on the planet.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt, like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Hold on. Don't leave out Tyson Gay now. Representing America. Don't leave out Tyson Gay, man.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
Is he Jamaican?
No, he's not. He's American.
You just throwing it in. We can go Justin Gatlin too.
Yeah, but
That's
Tyson
my man.
faster though.
But I got you. But still, though.
Sorry.
I'm like, okay, sports, let's go.
If he was tall as Usain, he would have probably caught him.
Who?
Because Tyson's so small.
But Tyson's fast.
Because in 100 meters, it's 44 steps.
Yeah.
But Usain was 40 steps.
Hey.
He was 40. And I remember watching this scientific experiment before Usain Bolt sprinted, right? They said, what would it take for them to break the for someone to run a 9.5? They said the guy would have to be like 6'4". He'd have to have the turnover of a small sprinter, and his steps would be about 40. And it was Usain Bolt.
There you go.
Wow.
And that's why I would never run that fast.
Yeah, and my thought process about that there is, you're entitled to enjoy and like to fight the food that you do, but it becomes a different conversation when you feel like you got to go put somebody else's, put our food there to the test, because our food is the best here. All right, I ain't gonna say somebody else's. Some of y'all food, man, I don't know. People be putting their foot in the pot, man. I seen the nigga in there. He was serving soup, and he had his whole body in the pan. All right, crazy dude serving corn. I don't know if this was a joke or what this was, but from what I seen, it was inappropriate. All right, nigga had his whole body in the soup, man. All right, I'm like, man, who's getting ready to eat this? All right, man. I don't know what you're talking about eating. I had that dog there at the bottom of the screen. Whatever, is that goat or is it curry or? All right, no. What is it that they got down there? All right, yeah, seasoning all over it. She was picking it up from out the pan and stuff, and it's like, man, all right, we all eat differently here, and we respect the different stuff that y'all might eat culturally here, but you don't see nobody over here asking for that like that now. All right, I like some good oxtail. Oxtail is good. Curry chicken. All right. That's pretty much, that's about it, man. What you said here is maybe some good jollof rice, or all right, if you prepare it right. All right. Yeah, but we don't have too many things in here. I would say here as a freedman where, all right, we just rushing over here to your food. Now, when it comes to us, man, we got a cooking book, man, of a classic, man, of all types of good food that freedmen know how to cook, man. All right. You could take a bunch of us in one setting, and it's one dish that all of us know how to make excellent, better than anybody else. I don't give a shit what it is. All right. There's one lady there. She used to make these like beans and like ground beef that's in there with, all right, vegetables and, all right. No, this joint used to be hitting. I don't really like beans like that at all. But if you put all that stuff in there, all right, yeah, all right. I went back there to get another serving. All right. Yeah, folks be experimenting, man, on how to make good food, man. I'm always interested in that, dude. Whatever you got going on, nigga. All right, whether you got some vanilla wafers here or you trying to make some type of pudding or whatever they got. All right, I'm sitting back here watching. All right, because if I can recreate some of this stuff, then that's great. There's a lesson in everything. All right, no, I could fry the hell out some fish, y'all. Definitely can. No, I can grill as well, man. You put me in the kitchen here, I'm good. I got you. All right, yeah, that's one of my fields there. That's one of my, they said, realms of therapy there. Good cooking. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. So when you come in there, it's like you can't challenge us, man. It's not a challenge. All right. You talking about places in here where y'all not even accustomed to grabbing up seasoning and shit. All right. You ain't even seasoning shit right. All right. Just because you threw a bunch of vegetables and shit on stuff on to does not mean you seasoned it right. All right. You don't even know how to marinate. All right. You get some of the stuff that you're eating, man. We don't eat monkey, dude. No disrespect. All right. There are some delicacies that y'all enjoy that we wouldn't put close to our mouths, dude. All right. Mouse on a stick, on a bamboo stick. All right, y'all eating these like gummy bears or something. All right, I seen them give two of them to two of the kids, man. All right, they was eating them like a delicacy. All right, yeah, like this ain't nothing, man. Like you eating fruit roll up or something. All right, no, this can't be right. All right, not at all. That's why I say it's a lot of different things in here. To each his own. Look, I ain't gonna knock you. There was a guy in there. I seen an African dude eating mouse on a damn bamboo stick. He was in his house in America humming, nigga. All right, yeah. All right, that's his prerogative, dude. All right, if that's what he want to do, he can open up the oven, dude, and grab a rat and cook some bush meat if he want to. All right, right. Don't be sitting here trying to compare who's got the better food. All right, because there's some stuff that we ain't gonna come close to. All right, that's one of them. All right, you can just, he said, man, you want something that's in this pot right here? You can keep the lid down, nigga. All right, no, I don't want to smell it. All right, not at all. You can keep the lid down. All right, no, you smell that damn catfish, nigga, and fried chicken and them yams. All right. Collard greens and all that good. He said macaroni and cheese casserole, nigga. All right, you smell it popping off. I'm talking about this is the way that Friedman cook here. All right, we don't need nothing else. All right, you ain't got to remix it. You ain't got to mix it up, dude. All right, no, I like a little bit of extras here every now and then, but I like to be prepared for that. If I'm going to be eating a meal, a soul food meal, I want all soul food. All right, yeah, I don't be trying to mix nothing else in there. All right. Yeah, you want what you want, what you want. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, man. I'm pretty plain and bland when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to say much love to y'all and everybody be safe here this Friday evening. All right, we'll be back with y'all in a minute. It's always a pleasure. Peace. Mm-hmm.